I know. All right.
Alright, all you bull bats and bittens, the fuck is up, Denny's? The fucking Scrapcast coming at you live at 5.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Denny's.
It is like 12 at the latest.
Yeah, what time is it right now?
It's not even 11.
It's
10:40. Holy shit.
Actually starting pretty early.
This is what happens when y'all start whenever I tell y'all to do shit.
Blah blah blah. It's earlier than I thought. Okay.
Bitch.
Bitch ass head ass. Bitch.
So as you can see over there in the corner, we got a special guest this week.
What they call you on YouTube?
Omar.
Oh, that's just your name?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
No, they call me.
Plug
Yeah,
yourself.
Plug all your streaming stuff right now.
Right now.
No,
It's time to do it.
This isn't. It's not like that.
It's like that. Do
It's
it.
like
like
that.
that.
Do
That's
it.
what this
You have no
is.
choice.
Okay. No, I'm just you can look me up on anything and just type in Omezebub 99.
How do you spell that?
Oh.
Fucking spelling bee over here.
O-M-E.
Z-E.
I forgot my name.
O-M-E.
Oh,
Z-E.
O-M-E-Z-E-B-U-B 99.
Yeah, he be uploading Warzone, Resident Evil, Doom.
My recent
Yeah.
Mr. Scrap.
Bashal Booze over here.
Sir Scrap.
One of the Mr. Scraps.
Yeah. I was streaming, so, you know, if you want to see me, I mean, not many people do.
Which one were you? Which one did you do?
The most recent one,
Well, I mean, what'd y'all play?
Warzone.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty fun. My first time
Call
playing
of Duty.
Gulag Master.
I haven't played Warzone yet.
Warzone is it's a thing of Call of Duty.
Yeah, but it's free.
Oh, okay.
It's a battle royale. It's pretty fun.
Oh, that's the Battle Royale one, Warzone. Okay, yeah, I
pretty-
haven't played that one.
Well, no,
pretty
like
fun.
The other one was like just part of Black Ops 4, right?
Yeah, that was the
Blackout.
mode?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Had you played that? I didn't either.
I don't got money to be buying no Black Ops.
I got Black Ops 4. But yeah, Warzone's pretty fun. It was my first time playing and I was kicking ass. I think I'm better than Omar. But
Nope.
I am.
Hey, well,
So yeah, you can look into that for Omar over here. We go in. I mean, I'm not in that a lot.
Just before this started, you guys were talking about the Midnight Man.
Fuck. I don't want to talk about him. He's scary. I'm scared of him. I don't
hey,
know
man.
the official rules on it anymore, but I remember it was something our stupid ass
Jesse,
like.
pull that shit up.
Yeah, pull it up.
It's up.
Pull it up.
It's up.
I
Okay,
c-
well,
On fucking what?
I don't
There's
know.
a
What happened to
laptop.
the TV and everything.
Internet callouts.
Yeah, what do you think the
Oh
laptop's doing?
no.
What's it called?
You
I'm
have
gonna
a-
Google it. The Midnight Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait.
Crystal.
Wait.
Crystal. Nobody can hear you.
Yeah,
Crystal.
we can't hear you.
That's-
Yeah, but we need it
We
to
need
like.
the audience
That's
to hear
why
you.
you can
Steal the
come-
mic.
Hold on,
Steal
I
this
got
mic.
this. I got this. Oh, this is all just about.
Find it.
Oh, the fucking. Okay, it's on a
a
creepypasta
creepypasta?
wiki.
It's not a creepypasta.
Oh, I thought
It's
it was
real.
something cool.
No. Okay. So what it says is the Midnight Game.
What did she say?
It's just gonna die.
So it says the Midnight Game is an old pagan ritual used mainly as punishment for those who have broken the laws of the pagan religion in question. While it was mainly used as a scare tactic to not disobey the gods, there is still a very existent chance of death to those who play the Midnight Game. There's an even higher chance of permanent mental scarring. It is highly recommended that you do not play the Midnight Game. However, for those few thrill seekers searching for a rush, or those delving into obscure occult rituals, these are simple instructions on how to play. Do so at your own risk. So there's.
Let's hear the rules.
Oh, it's so much. I don't want to.
Okay, I'll sum what I know
Under
up.
the table.
I know. God damn it! You had to.
Dumb.
Okay, everyone has to have a candle. I know
Has to
that.
be under the table.
It starts off. God, I'm all over the fucking place with these. It starts off. It's pretty much you're like he said. You're inviting like a fucking pagan demon into your home. What you do is the materials you need are like a candle, salt, and a flashlight, I think.
Yep.
And paper and blood. So what you got?
Paper and blood or paper blood?
Paper and blood.
Blood made out of paper?
Yes.
Paper made out of blood?
If you can
That sounds
find.
awesome.
That's
blood.
that's where we did it wrong because we didn't
You
do
use
all
blood?
that. Well, yeah, I don't remember using blood. You had to write your name in blood on a piece of paper, taped to the front door, and you had to knock exactly 22 times, and your last knock has to land right when midnight strikes.
I would never
And
fucking do that.
whoever writes their name or has written down their name is pretty much in the game. So what you got to do is like you open the door to invite him in, and pretty much just walk around your house with a flashlight in your, or maybe it was just that was the point of the candle. I don't remember. There is like stuff I'm missing. Point is, you just gotta avoid this fucking demon, because whenever it gets a hold of you, like exposes your worst fears and like uses it against you, and you know it could kill you or something like that. But you just have to pretty much walk around till 3:33 or 3 a.m. and if your candle goes out, you gotta relight it in 10 seconds or something like that. Because if you don't, just fucking surround yourself in salt because that boy's nearby. If it goes out, it pretty much means that he's nearby. Me and Omar and our friend Jody, we tried this back in high school in like 10th grade. I don't know why. I guess we're a couple of thrill seekers, as you might say. And we tried it,
It's also totally fucking fake.
as far as you know.
bananas.
Yeah, the only way, what I just read from was on the Creepypasta wiki, so
I bet it's an actual thing.
It's phony baloney.
well, let's do it. And
Fuck no.
I'll just sit in the middle of the floor, and we'll see what happens.
Well, technically,
He's gonna tear your pants off. And
like, wait, this isn't what he's supposed to do. No! This isn't what he's supposed to do.
Hey.
Man,
yeah, look at you.
fuck you.
check your distance.
Well, I'm so used to using those mics whenever I
your
have to be like
distance.
really close to them.
6
Check
feet.
your distance,
6 feet
bro.
from the mic.
6 feet. All right. I forgot
You
my
gotta
train of
practice
thought.
social distancing with the
Fuck
mic.
you.
Be some goofy
And your
games.
social distancing. It's not goofy.
But
It's
anyway,
actually
the Midnight Game, it got made into a movie apparently, which I've never seen. Sounds cool. I'd like
it
to
has
see it.
Robert Englund's in it. Like,
Oh really?
yeah, that lady from Insidious, the main blonde hair, the one that dies on the first.
Oh
movie.
yeah.
She's in it,
That's
and
cool. I never even knew that was a thing.
yeah, like for some reason there's big names in it, but it's not really a big feeling movie. You can tell when something's like, feels like it wasn't released in theaters. It was like direct to video.
Oh, one of those kind of low budget.
Well, I don't know if it was like that, but it felt like that.
Right.
I mean, it was your typical horror movie.
Did it look good?
Quality wise, it looked fine.
And then like,
It was just such a weird thing because it's like he said, it's a creepypasta, and those aren't typically made into movies, so it kind of felt like you're watching a student film or something. Something that shouldn't
right.
be a movie, but it is. If that makes sense.
What was like the quality and like the cinematography, was it decent?
No, like it's like I said, it's good. The only thing that was weird is just because I don't know, because like me and Omar did it, and it feels weird that just became a whole ass movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to explain the feeling. It just doesn't feel like it should exist in the world, but
well, it is a creepypasta, so.
Yeah. It sounds like a really dumb kind of thing to summon a demon with. There's a lot more simple ways to do it than that.
Just write your name on a fucking piece of paper.
in your blood.
Then again, they did make a Slender Man movie.
Yeah, but that was
That was
shit.
Was
Jinx
it
from
bad?
Sonic Specs.
I heard it was. pretty
Everybody
fucking
told me it
bad.
was bad.
Yeah. I
That's why I didn't bother watching it.
I saw it on the list for like some of the worst movies for whatever the
Oh my
whatever year it
fucking
came
god,
out.
dude.
I didn't even bother watching it.
But
I never
yeah.
liked the Slenderman story anyway. Like
It
when I
was-
would read them, I thought they were dumb.
I don't know. It's
There's
there. Go ahead.
Oh no.
No, for real,
No,
go.
Mr.
You,
Crab.
you never get to talk. Just say some shit.
I never get to talk.
Know your place, bitch.
You stupid.
Well, you see, the way I was thinking,
There was a cooler like Slenderman type of thing, but it was a YouTube like miniseries type of thing.
Mhm.
But it was, you remember Marvel's Hornet or something like that?
Hornet?
Yeah. It was like these people. It was like homemade videos, and like weird shit would happen, and there would be like the main like spooky ghost or whatever was like some guy with like a morphed face. It looked like a vortex, like like effect.
What was it, Slender Man?
No.
Oh, this is just something unrelated.
Yeah.
like a variation of it.
But it was like, yeah, it looked like this, like it was like the same concept type of thing, but it was like I don't know how to explain it, but it was pretty spooky.
That's cool.
A lot of YouTubers make pretty good like short films that don't get enough credit, but yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you can make like a genuinely high quality type of film, like on a normal everyday iPhone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. iPhone gang.
Yeah.
Jesse's over here eyeing the camera like something's wrong.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
But
Yeah. Is that the spookiest thing you've ever done?
What, that? Well,
What's the spookiest thing you've ever done?
Besides me.
First of all, no. I don't know, like
Like the spookiest thing, not necessarily that just happened randomly, but if you were to like
you actually sought it
like,
out.
Yeah, like you went to go try to do something spooky.
I mean, like I already said before, before the podcast started, this wasn't necessarily spooky because there was no like haunting behind
Well,
it.
if it's not necessarily spooky.
Well,
then-
it was a spooky environment because
okay,
it was like
yeah.
abandoned apartments that me and Jody just like explored in the middle of the night. It was the night, and
It was during the day.
I don't remember
repeat.
during the day. I don't know. We just like
it
went
was
through
like, it did, like you said, it did turn nighttime whenever y'all. By the time y'all were out, it was already nighttime. But whenever we went over there, it was, it was
Yeah.
daytime.
because the Midnight Man thing.
It was on the same day.
Was it? Yeah, that was the day we did all that shit, spooky shit in general. We went to the cemetery and did an EMP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
didn't
did
pick
do
up
that.
anything. Anyways, but yeah, the Midnight Man thing, it kind of was like a bust because my house is not the biggest. So like we only have a few rooms to walk into, and like my grandparents were there, so we couldn't even go through all the rooms. We just like we just went through the living room, kitchen, and my room, and nothing ever happened. We just kind of like we fucked it up from the beginning, to be honest. But
I feel like something did happen though. Like we heard. I don't know. Probably just trying to.
you have false memories, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
Probably. But I feel like something did happen. Because I feel like there was at least some spooky about that experience, but
Well, yeah, the whole like
Impossible with the creepy pasta story.
some creepypastas are really good though. There's a lot of lore around Slender Man. Like there's a lot of videos about him on YouTube where they show like fake photos from like the past, black and white photos that show like Slender Man in the background
Oh, yeah,
because he
yeah,
kidnaps
yeah.
kids or some shit.
See, here's the issue, or rather not the issue, but the Slenderman seems like a really cool concept,
Yeah.
but he was executed poorly.
I think it's just because it's been done okay sometimes, but it's just that it was one of those like more modern day urban legends that just everybody put their own spin on, so there wasn't like a real canonical thing behind it.
like fucking like Unfriended.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
That's
you can't
That was-
you
that
can't
was
do that
the-
kind of stuff.
What was that again?
It was where they're like on they're like live streaming or some shit like
Oh,
that.
okay.
No, they're
Yeah.
talking on
Or they're-
Skype.
Yeah, they're
See,
skyping or something.
that was kind of cool. The concept was cool.
Yeah, but like you said,
Yeah.
it's always like it's a cool idea, but then like they do some stupid
Execution.
shit.
execution wise,
I mean, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it.
I think well, like really some concepts you have to really execute properly because they're so strange out there. So if you want to get something like that, a modern day type of, hey, I'm on Skype, there's a spooky dude, what do I do?
They try to
Spooky.
modernize it too much though. Like they put too much like this is now. Like,
Technology
like
in there.
if that happened right now, this is what would happen.
see the thing I didn't like about it was I felt like they made it like too stereotypical millennial type people.
Yeah,
like the
but
characters
probably-
in it were just like your stereotypical millennials. We're just like, oh my god, we're gonna Skype, we're gonna Zoom, and we're gonna have fun and a good time. And oh my god, there's a creepy guy behind me.
That's like with every movie though. For some reason, every movie has like a personality, the same personalities over and over again. There's like no new ones ever introduced, which fucking sucks. Cause, I mean, like Omar said, they were trying to make it seem like it's now. But I mean, that's the thing. Movies have to modernize to keep up with the times.
But they force it too much. Like they force the modern part too much. You know?
Maybe.
That's like the iffy part.
Right.
I still liked it. It was a good movie.
I didn't like it.
I don't even remember how it ended though.
I wasn't that into it.
You don't think that's like a creepy concept? You're just trying to have a good time with your friends, and then you just get put in that situation and
Like,
see
why,
them all
why are they
fucking
all
die.
Skyping though?
It's cool. Like the
They're just
concept is
talking, bro.
cool.
Shit.
But like, for what? You know? Like what actual teens just like, let's just Skype and talk. You know? Like,
Close
like
ones?
Except
nobody-
during now when everybody's separated.
when everybody can just like get together and like drink or do drugs or something.
Oh.
Whatever young
like
people
normal
do.
fucking people.
I mean, we do that sometimes, every now and then.
Not drugs. Not drugs. We do not condone drugs.
Yeah.
We definitely condone drugs.
Hard
Definitely-
drugs.
Definitely condone drinking.
Yes, sir.
I condone it
I don't
all.
know what you're talking about.
I condone it all.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then, we'll hop on like Facebook and video chat every now and then.
Yeah, and see what if that fucking happened. It's plausible. I mean, there's a supernatural part of the movie that's not possible, but it was a good movie.
I
I
didn't like
It's
it.
pretty good.
Thought it was gay.
I watched. I don't know if you know about it. It's a newer movie called The Turning. It just like came out 2020. I don't know. It has that dude from the Stranger Things. His name's Finn Wolfhard.
I heard the movie was shit.
It was shit. It was shit.
Heard that movie was
That's
shit.
The Turning?
yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
It wasn't. I don't even know what the fucking point of the movie was. It was stupid. I watched it like 2 nights ago with Crystal, and I looked up the rating for it to see if it was gonna be a good movie. It was like a fucking 1, 2.5
No.
stars, and
Oh my
16% on Rotten Tomato, 3 out of 10 on IMDb, whatever it's called.
IMDb.
Yeah. So I was like, she wanted to watch it so bad just because, I don't know, it's newer, it looked interesting,
I munched the butt.
and we fucking started it.
IMDb.
It was stupid.
It sucked.
Well, like most bad movies, it was a good idea, poor execution once again. Because, you know how Inception ends with, spoilers, it ends
The
with,
movie's old as fuck.
some people haven't seen it. That dude's spinning the thing, and you don't know if it falls over or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, either it does or it doesn't. But you know the outcome, like one of those. This movie ended with like a very open ending. Like she turned,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, this is a new movie. She her mom's like in the psych ward or whatever. She was dreaming or something, and when she was in the psych ward, and she turned who was supposed to be her mom around, and when she saw her face, she just screamed, and it ended like that.
Well, did they do like a sequel? Like a sequel was gonna come or what?
Nah, there's no sequel to this shit. It was just like trash.
That's a shitty ending.
It was shit because like you don't know what it is. I mean, open endings are cool sometimes, but this was just such a shit movie. It needed to be wrapped up in a nice ending, and it was just a bad time all around.
Like the first Insidious.
First Insidious was
The way
good.
that one ended was really good.
Yeah, that's a good open ending because like I don't know how to explain why that's better than this.
I think it's better if the rest of the movie is actually good, because at that once if a good movie ends with an open-ended kind of thing, you're excited for the sequel because you know the sequel's going to come because it was a good movie. If it's a shit movie with a shitty ending that's just open-ended, you're like,
you don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about this point.
Like you wonder. We thought about it, and then we looked up like an explanation on YouTube, and it was just pretty much we don't fucking know.
Oh my
So,
god.
That's stupid.
What the fuck?
There's
There's an explanation for that.
That's how you
Definitely.
know no one gives a shit about that movie, is if you like look up like the theories on YouTube and everybody's just like, nah.
It does it really matter?
No, it was just a shit movie all around. But while we're talking about shit movies, we can segue off into the worst movies
Pretty
ever.
good.
I was just about to say, what's the worst movie you've ever seen?
That was pretty fucking bad. That's one of the like worst movies I've seen in recent times. And I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this, but I don't really like Quentin Tarantino movies. So like a lot of his
Like any Quentin Tarantino movie?
Why?
Have you seen Pulp
Oh,
Fiction?
Okay, no, like some of the movies,
Never
stories
seen
and
it.
shit are good.
What, really?
I've never
Pulp
seen
Fiction?
I haven't seen it either.
It just looks
You haven't
old.
seen Pulp. I don't want to hear anything about a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I've seen
until
Kill
you
Bill
see-
and I saw Inglourious Bastards.
Did you not like Kill Bill?
Did you not like Inglourious Bastards?
See, the thing is,
Buongiorno.
the thing is,
Nazis.
I like the stories and the plots aren't bad and stuff, but
Orlami.
god damn it, I hate his like directing so much.
What do you
the
mean?
The Hollywood movie is really good.
They're like, you know-
apparently.
I haven't seen that one.
I want to watch it.
You know how he does that, like the score of the music, and then like, do you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain his like way of directing. You know what it is? All those movies have the same feel to them.
You might be talking about how they're focusing on one section, they'll jump to another one. Like there's subplots within the main plot.
No, not even that. It's like stupid ass like old fashioned like music, and then not that old fashioned music's bad, but
Uh-oh.
shit.
Sounding like a millennial.
I don't even know how to explain it. And you know how they have like those
Millennial.
eye cuts and shit, where it's just showing their eyes, and then
That's
it's like
cool.
it's like a video game, is how I can explain
Is
it.
that a bad thing?
Yeah, I don't like
What
it.
about Scott Pilgrim?
That's different. He's
Well,
supposed to be
that's a
like
comic
that.
book movie,
Yeah.
though.
That is a video game.
Yeah,
Like,
but
technically.
that's like if you don't like how it's like the video game, like how it's stylized with like a Quentin Tarantino film kind of. Help. What's what about that one?
Well,
You haven't seen Pulp Fiction, so I don't think you have a valid opinion here.
okay, actually,
Oh.
it was a bad example because they're not bad movies. I just hate his directing style, so can't categorize
But you
them.
haven't seen Pulp Fiction. So
No, I have
shut
not
up.
seen Pulp Fiction,
So
Jake.
shut up.
All right, whatever.
Like, what about like what is it of his style? Because it can't just be like the eye cut thing. Like,
No, but it's like that's those kinds of things.
it's just
like the
way
black
he
and white,
specifically like does his stuff.
black
or
and
what?
white shots and shit like that.
What you should do is you need to go back and watch it and
Take notes.
yeah, more or less take notes. To kind of nitpick it and see like what it is exactly, and then try to explain to yourself like why is it that I don't like this? Because remember when we were looking at Descendants,
Oh yeah.
we were like, there's something about this that I mean, like even Mel was like, I don't like this.
It's
Like,
'cause-
I do not like this, and I couldn't. I was watching it. I'm like, why don't I like this?
That's like a Vsauce thing. Why don't we like certain things?
And it was like to me, I figured out like the lighting was like it was unnatural, and it took me like 20 minutes, watching it to figure out like something's like this is off,
And like the set itself just looks like the way I described it to Jesse is it looks like a play set.
Oh, right.
Like
It's not like an immersion.
Yeah, no, like they're just harsh lights coming from all directions, and there's no like shadows really or anything.
What movie
There
was
was
this?
no shadows.
That kid
I
movie.
hardly saw any shadows.
Disney's The Descendants, like Phoenix was watching it.
I haven't seen that.
It's like
the idea behind it. They explained it. And it was like it's like the descendants of like the main
villains,
from,
yeah.
like Disney movies, like Maleficent's kids. And
Oh, okay.
that sounds cool. That's really cool. But then I'm watching it and it's like it looks.
Is it
really
live
silly.
action or it's
Yeah,
animated?
it's live action.
It's live action? It's weird.
It just looks like you're watching a play.
It also like one of
Oh.
the other weird things about it, like stylized, like wardrobe wise.
That is
it's
Disney
like-
stuff, though.
It's like steampunk Victorian
I
era
guess.
type.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Steampunk.
It was shit pretty much.
Well,
Speaking of
Shit.
steampunk,
well,
have y'all seen, or y'all heard of Gotham by Gaslight?
What is that? Is that the movie's name?
Is it animated?
It was a comic book, and then they turned it into a DC movie. But it's Batman, but in the steampunk era.
I feel like I've heard of it.
It was a really popular comic. It was like the first Elseworlds kind of comic, where it was like the major DC characters like within the Batman universe, but set in an entirely different non-canon story. And I had read the comic a long time ago when it came out, and then they made it into the animated movie. And I've been binging a lot of DC stuff because I have the DC app, and I need to make the subscription worth it.
Just watching everything he
Yeah,
can.
watching everything
that
I can
reminds
on
me of
there.
that. I think it was like a feudal Japan type.
Oh, Batman
Joker.
Ninja. That's
Yeah.
what it's called, Batman Ninja. and It's
Batman
not
Ninja.
good.
It's not. It
I
looks
didn't-
cool. It looks
Really?
really cool though.
I didn't like it.
It looks like it looks like shit.
It looks like
looks
shit.
like
Oh.
CG.
You seem happy about
CG
it.
I mean, the story seems cool, but like I don't like the way CG stuff like that.
It looks like shit.
I didn't-
But now I need to go back and like watch it and make sure that I'm thinking of this. We're thinking of the same thing.
I didn't like it.
What do
I
you
mean, I've seen some like weirder animation type stuff from DC that I didn't like, but it was just, I don't know, the whole concept I wasn't super into, because it was just like, spoiler alert anyway for Batman
Oh.
Ninja, it's pretty much just like all the villains go back in time, and so Batman has to go back in time and become a samurai to stop them.
oh my god.
Yeah, that's
The whole
cheesy.
that whole basic concept to me, I was just like, this is dumb. This is dumb.
How the fuck did they even go back in time?
Well, it was because Gorilla Grodd inside Arkham Asylum created like this device that disrupted the time-space continuum, and so when they tried to stop him, it went off and it sent all the villains back in time, and so Batman and the gang had to go back in time to stop them. But
Stop them from what
Like,
though?
they just
Oh,
have that
but-
technology in the asylum. Like,
yeah,
bro.
I don't know.
Like fucking.
I mean, I can understand that because comic books,
Yeah, it is-
but and I don't know. The whole concept was like time heist. Like,
man.
it was
Endgame.
It was dumb.
They just did the Sly
Game.
Cooper.
I
Fucking
didn't like
Thieves
it.
in Time.
Yeah.
God, that was such a bad game. But like what I'm asking is, why did he need to go back to stop them from doing what exactly?
Because Joker took over fucking Asia.
Oh.
But I mean, the
Yeah,
whole
they fucking
I don't know.
history and stuff.
It would have been cooler to me, like, because when they first started talking about it, I thought it was like an Elseworlds story where it was like the Batman crew, but set in that time, not like everybody goes back in time.
That's what I thought.
Kind
it
of
was.
like
No, it's not. It's everybody goes back in time, so Batman has to become a samurai to stop
my
them.
God.
So like
It's
noir
It's stupid.
Spider-Man.
Stupid.
That's kind of like what you mean, right?
What?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Spider-Man.
Noir.
Spider-Man
Oh,
Noir?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Noir.
not like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
Noir was
Spider-Man
like,
Noir
his
was
own
amazing.
He was born in that time, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what. That's
where
why.
it's set in that time. It's not they
Yeah.
go back to that time.
Yeah. That one was good. That was a good stuff right there.
That was, dude, I
Like,
have
the
the
Shattered and what is it? The fucking game. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
Shattered Dimensions.
That was a good game.
What I want to know. Wait, no, go ahead.
I have that whole comic because they made a whole Spider-Man noir comic series. It was like a limited run type thing. I have the whole thing in trade. It's so good.
So there's only like one story of it. It's just like one collection. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a limited run series, but it's really good. Well, it's because in the they did like a bunch of different like alternate universe Spider-Man, and then they did like the Spider-Verse comic storyline.
Yeah.
It was called something else. It wasn't. It was Spider-Verse something. But Spider-Man Noir dies in that comic, and so it was like can't have any more Spider-Man Noir.
Continuity. Continuity.
Yeah. But the Spider-Man Noir series that exists is actually really fucking cool.
All their stories are so good.
I want to know like why. I mean, I watched it and I enjoyed it a lot, but Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was such a big hit and success, and I kind of didn't expect that to happen.
It's fucking gorgeous. The
Looks
whole
beautiful.
thing about it, the soundtrack, the animation, everything, and it's
That's
They
good
have-
CG.
They have really good cinematography like in that movie.
That was a pretty good movie.
Like, you know, like for an animated movie, like the equivalent of that.
right.
It's just like I don't know. It was so successful. Like maybe not the equivalent, but like in terms of animated movies, that was really successful.
It beat the.
For a Marvel animated movie, especially.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Because
they're not really known for their animations.
it's all
And they have,
DC.
like, even coming out of Sony too.
Don't they only have like 3 movies?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Avenger ones.
Well, they have like the cartoons they did and stuff. They
Oh,
had
yeah,
plenty of
that's
good
true.
cartoons. Like they had the X-Men cartoon and everything like that.
Earth's
But
Mightiest
really,
Heroes
like
really good.
in the industry of animated films and series, like DC has really run the block on that. Because you had the Batman animated series, you had the
Batman,
Justice League,
Superman,
Batman
yeah.
Beyond, which was a huge hit.
What I want to know
Justice
is like
League, bro.
why is like Sony? I mean not Sony. Marvel has just been lacking in that category. They translated their success so well into like the big screen. So what the fuck happened with?
I don't know. They did the whole cartoon thing in like the 90s and early 2000s. And they even still have, like, they've come out recently with some different Avengers cartoons that people say were good.
Ye-
I haven't watched them.
But they're all like I think they're all aimed towards kids. Maybe that's the problem.
Well, I mean, aren't all cartoons?
Not all of them. Like Batman, a lot of Batman movies, animated ones, I feel like aren't really.
Well, I mean, they were aimed toward children, though. Like,
Were they?
children shows. They were played on children networks.
Yeah, I'm talking
But,
about
I
like
mean,
the
they recently,
movies.
Like the.
Was Hush like aimed towards kids?
Oh, like the movie?
Yeah, like the movies I'm talking about, animated movies.
Oh, the animated movies are, like, for everybody, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Red Hood one, like that's pretty.
Under the Red Hood?
Yeah,
Under the
that
Red
one
Hood.
was fucked up.
Exactly.
They beat the shit out of Jason Todd.
Maybe that's a
That
problem.
was good. The movie was okay. The comic's still so much better.
Yeah.
Like they're because recently they just released it's Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, which is the 15th movie in a series that DC did where it was their own animated universe. So it had like Death of Superman, Reign of the Superman, Justice League Dark, the Wonder Woman movie they did, Aquaman. They did this whole little animated universe that was like 15 movies long, and it had like Batman, Hush, and a couple other ones in there, a couple different Batman movies.
See, I just don't see Marvel doing that shit. Like they don't do movies like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did the whole MCU. They
They have their actual live action stuff.
did actual live action universe.
Why don't they want to like succeed in the animated department too? Maybe they don't. They know how to tell a story. Maybe they don't know how to tell like any elongated one into a series like that. I don't know. That's like my only explanation. Because their movies are good, 2-hour movies, but they need to really expand it into a long series. It doesn't translate. So I don't know.
What I don't understand what you're meaning.
Because you know how a
they
story.
they did a long-standing story over 10 years.
That's different.
And
That's
they're
like.
also, I mean, they're also like doing it into like the TV shows with WandaVision and stuff, and like expanding it in that.
Okay, yeah. See, but that's also still live action, and we don't even know if those are gonna be good or not.
I mean,
We haven't seen anything.
I'm hoping so.
there hasn't really been anything
Disney
bad
Plus.
so far from like Marvel stuff.
I don't know, man.
Marvel's
What do you
live
mean we
action is
haven't
pretty
seen
good.
anything bad?
Not that bad. Not that bad.
Did you see the first 2 Thor movies?
That's true.
Terrible.
I like the first one.
The first couple Marvel ones were, Iron Man ones were ass too.
Whoa,
Iron Man
what
one-
the
dude,
fuck?
Iron Man
Iron Man
one-
was all right.
Pause.
The first one?
Yeah,
Pause.
The first one was
alright.
great.
It was all right.
Amazing.
The second one was okay. The third one's
The
garbage.
second
No,
one was ass.
no.
And the third one was straight doo doo.
Fuck you and your little Mandarin bullshit that I know you're gonna get to. I know-
They did
I know that's what you're
Mandarin
thinking.
wrong.
I know that's what you're thinking.
They're doing him right in the new
It
movies.
doesn't get Beast until
Winter Soldier.
That's when they like started really.
They did the Mandarin terribly.
Mandarin wasn't even the Mandarin. He was just a drunk watching
So
soccer.
bad. So bad.
That wasn't even him. Y'all know that.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't
That
even
was
him.
no. It never was the Mandarin. There was no Mandarin in that movie.
Jesse,
Y'all know that.
Jesse, I just said that.
Mandarin wasn't even the Mandarin. He was just a drunk.
Except they called him the Mandarin.
They called him that, but that was just
Confirm.
an on. Even in the movie itself, it was like just his persona on screen. That wasn't actually who he was. He was some random guy. Remember?
That's why it was so bad.
No, it would be
And the
worse
extremist
if they
shit.
Why
tried.
didn't they have the actual Mandarin?
They planned to do it later on.
When? Tony Stark's not even in the
No, the
fucking movies anymore.
Is that his main villain?
That's one of
Oh,
his.
wait.
That's one of his most
Isn't
famous
he,
roles.
Isn't he gonna be in? No, he's not gonna be in
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
He's gonna be in
It's
that.
gonna be the dragon. Fing Fang Foom
Yeah,
or
Fin
whatever
Fang
the fuck.
Foom.
So the Mandarin's not gonna be in that.
I don't think
He
so.
might be. I don't fucking know. I don't even give a shit about that.
The point
I mean,
is,
Shang-Chi's cool and all,
Yeah, he's
but-
cool, but
it'd be different if they were just trying to say, okay, this is a Mandarin. But no, it was just a like fake Mandarin. It was never him, the
That's
real
why it
one.
wasn't cool. That's why I didn't like it.
Wouldn't
It
you-
was like they said they were bringing in the Mandarin when like the promos for that movie were coming out, and I was like, holy shit,
They're
they're
not
actually
doing
gonna
this.
like get serious into like the Iron Man mythos and everything. And no, it was just stupid.
that shit. Even if it was like
Wasn't even the Mandarin.
told shitty, it would have still been cool if it was the actual Mandarin instead of like, I don't even remember the main villain, the
Some
blonde
fucking
guy.
wannabe
Stupid.
douchebag.
I forgot his name too.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I don't
so
remember any.
unmemorable.
I don't remember any villain names really. Do you? Well, the Red Skull is obviously the Red
Hammer.
Skull.
Hammer was. That shit was dumb too. That was for the second one. That other
Hammer.
That movie was
billionaire dude
terrible.
that was trying to beat Iron Man with his stupid suits
No,
that killed people.
His villain was like I forgot. Who's that Russian dude? I don't remember his name.
Oh, Whiplash or whatever.
Yeah, that was the main villain, not the fucking Hammer guy.
No, because Hammer he's the one that hired him.
Yeah, but he wasn't the one doing the fucking villain shit.
No, he disappeared. Didn't he? Wait, what happened with him? Because at the end, it was just a swarm of like all of Hammer's robots going through town and fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Because they were controlled by Whiplash. He like remember he hacked into the shit.
I don't remember.
He made them. He was able to like control them. He knew what to.
Oh,
It
he
a
was.
bad movie.
It was
bad.
not a bad
Dang.
movie. Dude,
It's so unmemorable, bro.
there was a lot of character development for Tony in that movie. How can y'all say that?
You mean the whole drunk thing?
Yes.
You know how they play the same trope they played on for 3 whole movies?
He wasn't even drunk in the third movie. The third movie was like trying to show how he was still like a hero without the Iron Man suit. Because he didn't have it throughout the whole movie.
Except
that was the third one, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The second one
Oh.
was him like,
I don't know. The whole reason I hated the third movie was because of Mandarin. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off.
so you don't care about character development, huh?
Oh, the second one was the one with this. Whenever he had the heart disease, right?
Yeah.
Stupid.
So not stupid. War Machine was introduced and all of that, and you're just being
The other,
harsh.
the
I
other
didn't
War
like it.
Machine.
Other War Machine. What are you talking about?
Not the one from the first
You
movie.
talking about how they just recast it? Yeah, I
Don
thought that was
Cheadle.
bad.
That actually confused me for a while.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Yeah, I was like, who's this dude?
Well, that was like the same thing they did in the Nolan Batman trilogy. Because in the first one, the chick that plays Rachel,
Yeah,
was
I
like
noticed.
his love interest between the Dark Knight between Batman Begins and the Dark Knight, they recasted her, but it was the same character.
Recasting.
I didn't even notice.
They're so what? They do not look
They're
anything
entirely
alike.
different people.
Yes.
Because I haven't watched the first one in so long because I don't. It's a good movie, but I don't really care for it that much. I don't know why. It's
A lot
really
of it-
just the Joker one that's like.
The Dark Knight's one of the best movies of all time.
Batman
The first one?
Begins.
No, the
one
one
with
with
the Joker?
Joker in it,
Yeah,
with
that's what I'm
Heath
saying.
Ledger's Joker.
That's the only one that I've ever watched at least like.
You haven't
5
watched
times.
all of them?
I've watched all of them. I just
Okay.
only really care for the one with the Joker more.
Yeah.
Well,
the,
'cause-
the other two I enjoy and I will watch again, but I will religiously watch The
Yes.
Dark Knight.
You guys, some pansies. But the
Pansy, what the?
Batman Begins was just like a really big setup movie. So like they had.
It was good. I was glad they opened it up with Ra's al Ghul. That was so cool the way they did that.
Yeah, that's such a big villain of his though. That was also kind of weird that.
He killed him in that movie, right?
Yeah, he killed him.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, I mean,
killed
they,
him.
they did that because it was supposed to only be the 3 movies. Like,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be Ra's al Ghul, and then Joker was supposed to be the main villain in the next 2. But then Heath Ledger obviously fucking died, and so they made Christopher Nolan like speed up. They were like, "Hey, we got to get something together for the next fucking movie right now." So it was like, "Fucking Bane, let's do it."
Tom
Fucking
Hardy's
Bane.
swole ass.
Well, it wasn't even like Bane, like the fucking big swole Bane.
Yeah,
either.
they didn't do the whole like Venom aspect with him. They did the more like
Mask.
They did it in Begins, or which one was it? Batman Returns? Which
It was the Dark Knight Rises.
Dark
no,
Knight
the old
Rises.
ones with
Oh, with like George Clooney and shit.
I think it was.
There were
him.
so many Batman movies. Which one?
There was
Batman and Robin had Bane in it.
the ones where Batman and Robin are gay.
Yeah,
you mean?
That's the movie Batman and Robin with George Clooney.
I think
What do you
it's-
mean they're
yeah.
gay? Are they actually gay?
No, they just wear like super leathery suits, and you can see their
Yeah, the bat nipples. That was George Clooney in Batman and Robin. That had Bane, Poison Ivy, and Mr. Freeze in it.
Mr. Freeze.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze is fucking hilarious.
He
though.
sounds so dumb. He sounds so fucking dumb.
It's time for you to chill out. That shit was so funny.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. That kind of sucks that they didn't even fucking mention the Joker at all in The Dark Knight Rises. And I read the only reason they didn't do that was just out of respect.
Yeah, pretty much, because they didn't want. One, it was a respectful kind of thing, and two, they wanted to like move on with it so that people weren't anticipating something more with it. It was like, okay, we need to make this a totally standalone new thing because I mean, obviously Heath Ledger can't come back.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't want to give people
He
hope.
did a damn good job at that too. I like watched the Heath Ledger movie, a normal one, like fucking some Disney thing. It was on Disney Plus. But anyway, just seeing him act as like a teenager, and then seeing how he acts as a fucking Joker is like two completely different people. It's ridiculous.
He was really good in that one movie, that romance one.
Which one?
Brokeback Mountain.
No, the
I bet you did like that movie, huh?
the one where he's like in high school with some girl.
Yeah, 10 Things-
Yeah,
I-
that one.
yeah.
Oh, it was that one. Yeah.
Something
That one's
10
really good.
Things.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Well, when
That's
he
one I
got
watched.
casted as the Joker, people were furious because he did movies like that. Like he had never done like a serious action film like Batman before, and so when he got casted as the Joker and it got announced, people were like, "Oh, this is gonna be a shit movie" and everything. Turns out it was the greatest acting
Beast.
piece of possibly all time.
He was such a beast.
Did they do they not even think that directors know anything? Like, he obviously auditioned for the part and they saw something in him. They didn't just do it for namesake.
And also directors for a reason. Like they make movies.
Also,
Literally.
directors do make some shit movies.
Yeah, that's true.
We've
Christopher-
all seen shit movies.
Yeah, but Christopher Nolan like doesn't really make bad movies.
he doesn't make bad movies, but he does kind of make the same type of movies.
Yes, I was just talking about this. He always like does some time shit and like his besides Batman.
He does a lot of flashback and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Like Inception, I love that movie. God, that's a good movie.
I haven't watched a lot of movies. I don't watch movies that much, except for scary movies.
Yeah, same. I don't know, but
I
highly
don't know movies at all.
highly acclaimed movies I do watch because I always hear the hype around them and I'm just like, is it fucking good? We gonna find out. Like,
What's the best movie you've ever seen?
Wrong. We're still on worst movies.
What's the worst movie you've ever seen? What is the best and what is the worst
Recently,
of all time?
of all time,
Of all time, best
Oh,
movie
shit.
you've ever seen ever, and the worst movie you've ever seen.
it's hard to think about that because like
Think about it.
the only thing stuck in your mind is
Think
the most
about it.
recent one
Think
you've
about it.
seen.
Think about it.
worst of all time.
Jesse, worst movie you've ever seen?
Everyone just give it a thought, and whoever has the answer first just answer.
Josh, worst movie you've ever seen?
I don't know. The Turning was pretty bad. I
What's
also
the worst
watched.
movie you've ever seen ever?
Oh, y'all ever seen? What is it called? I think it's called. Birdemic, I think.
Oh,
Birdemic? No.
Wait, we can't.
That's
We,
the one on JonTron's.
Maybe.
I think he did a review on that. Oh,
we can't talk about like movies that are like direct to video types of shit, like Sharknado and all that, because those are just like easy picks as worst movies.
But I mean, if it's the
No,
worst
they're-
one
they're-
you've seen, it's your
Yeah.
honest
It's a movie.
answer.
I guess.
It's a full-length feature film that is garbage.
I gotta say, I wasted my
Sharknado's
money.
hilarious, though. That's
I wasted my money when I went to I watched this movie in theaters, and it was called The Possession of Hannah Grace.
oh yeah. That movie was
God,
bad.
that movie was such
I
a
didn't like
piece of
that one
shit.
either.
I couldn't believe I wasted fucking like $20-some to go watch that fucking movie. It was so shit.
I think that's on Netflix or Hulu
That
or one of
movie
them.
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen
I
it.
think that's where I saw it was Netflix.
that-
It was bad.
God damn it.
It was
That's
so
your worst movie?
absolutely. That's I wasted money on that piece of shit, bro.
I wasted money.
That's like the worst part. That's what makes it 10 times
Yours
worse.
is Birdemic.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god, it's a movie about birds.
Bird.
Well,
Who would have
obviously. I would
fucking
hope
guessed?
so.
About like birds.
Fuck a bird.
That's it.
Is it a
Okay.
horror movie? Is it
No,
like a?
So it's like I don't know if y'all ever. I don't know how to birds are trying to kill you.
So it's like a remake of Birds.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah. Something like that.
Because that was a movie in like the 70s or 60s.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking of first.
What is the plot?
Birds are trying to. I don't even fucking know the plot. Birds are trying to kill you. I don't know. That's it.
That's fucking stupid.
Okay, that
The-
sounds pretty bad.
The effects were so garbage.
For-
They were like,
Talking about for the
it
possession.
looked like a drawing, like a drawing just doing this, in like the sky, and like
They
you
had-
can see people going like this trying to hit him.
Yeah, they had
It looks
very-
so shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know
That's-
what you're talking
that's the
about. I
Birds.
know what you're talking
It's,
about.
it looks
No,
like
no.
so.
Oh, is this a
I don't
newer
know how
movie?
somebody put effort into making that.
I know what you're talking about.
At least they had an excuse back then for why it looks so bad. If it's a newer movie like that and it still looks bad,
I've seen clips of it just
That's
saying
right.
how garbage
You
it is.
can do
better
I know
shit
what
on
you're
that,
talking
yeah.
about now.
literally.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
I think I know what my worst one is. Well, fuck.
What's
It's
the worst movie you've ever seen?
It was called Titanic 2.
I forgot they had a sequel.
There was a
Titanic
sequel.
has
Had
a
a
sequel?
And I remember reading the description like 100 years after the original
No.
Titanic like fucking died. The new Titanic 2 is set to sell. And you know how they always say in descriptions only to face a like untimely demise or some shit
Yeah.
like that. Like history repeats itself. I don't know. It was bad.
Same iceberg.
Like it wasn't even same iceberg.
Iceberg's Revenge.
Round 2, bitch. If they had a subtitle like that, oh my god, that would have just cemented it as the worst movie of all time.
Would have made it the best. If you just see like the iceberg,
That'd
like
been
no
hilarious.
noise, and he's just like, got you.
It just has the caption for it, just like visible anger.
It's
From an
fucking.
There's like bodybuilder arms edited on it. That'd be
Titanic
so fucking
2.
cool.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Because it was on like Netflix or something at one point, and or maybe I saw it and I was like sequel, and I was just curious. I was like, how the fuck they do this? So I watched it. God, I can't even remember the fucking plot of it. That's how bad it was. There was no like nothing remotely relatable to the first one. There was no like couples or anything. It was just like
Well,
stupid.
I don't think that was meant to be like a
Yeah,
direct
yeah.
sequel to Titanic, which is like a
Why are they
historical
calling it the Titanic
representation.
2?
Well, it was because the ship was called Titanic 2, and it's like a fictional
like-
representation of
Fuck.
Titanic 2.
He got me
TOO.
there.
Come on, Josh.
It was stupid regardless. I hated it.
That sounds terrible.
Probably my worst movie of all time.
Titanic 2.
What about you, Jake?
Worst movie I've ever seen? Y'all ever seen a movie called Black Sheep?
No.
It's not the Chris Farley movie. There's a Chris Farley movie that's actually hilarious called Black Sheep.
I also
Is-
don't know that one.
Anyway,
He's old.
there's another movie called
Fucking
Black Sheep.
boomer.
It was like one of those like low budget sci-fi channel movies,
Oh.
and it was about being in these people in New Zealand, and the sheep like become possessed and start to eat people. And it was just it was so bad, like it wasn't even that hilarious kind of bad. It was just
Oh.
like, why am I wasting my fucking time watching this?
Dude.
I was like,
'Cause you
sit
know,
down
like-
and cry.
You know, like movies that are like, you know, like Chucky movies, they're funny. Like,
Yeah.
they're funny.
You know,
They
yeah.
like it's worth your time to see it and have a good laugh at the campy horror stuff.
It
But,
wasn't
like,
even
this was
supposed
just,
to be
like-
funny.
This was like,
laughing?
I think it was supposed to be funny, but it just wasn't. Like there's a dude
Oh.
trapped in a room with the sheep, and the sheep's just trying to bite him, and he just
Oh.
he just keeps tripping and falling.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, oh my god, just punch it in the face.
Literally, that's like
It's
how
a fucking sheep.
You know, you saying this kind of it feels like it's triggering something in my head.
yeah, some old movies like along the same lines where it's a ridiculous plot line. God, the memes about that one like velociraptor that's actually a priest or something, velocipriest, or something like that.
Well,
I've
see,
seen the
like
memes behind
stuff
it.
like that and stuff like Sharknado. It's supposed to be like a really campy, over-the-top, funny kind of thing. Like it's meant to be like a horror parody. And this Black Sheep was like supposed to be like that, but it just wasn't funny.
Oh.
That's just bad. You aim to be funny. You can't be scary. So you try to be funny. You fail anyway.
Just like you.
Pretty much.
That's
On
probably-
the flip side, though, what's the best movies?
Oh no.
The best movie of all time is Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
It's the greatest movie ever made.
No.
Are you gonna go with that?
That's the greatest movie ever.
Empire Strikes Back. That's pretty good.
The Empire Strikes Back's the best movie ever made.
It's really, I love
Followed
that movie.
closely by The Dark Knight. My second favorite movie of all time.
Pretty good.
You got some?
My favorite movie right now is Parasite.
Oh, you actually watched?
Oh, really? Is it good?
It's on Hulu.
I still haven't seen it.
It's amazing.
I don't have
I do
Hulu.
want to see it.
You can use mine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pay for it.
It's pretty
Man,
amazing.
Parasite.
Everybody's always told me
Very
it's
good
so
movie.
good. Everybody I know.
It
has
won
said
movie of the
it's
year.
really, really good.
It has to be good.
And it was a foreign movie at that.
Yeah, that's like it was the first foreign
weird.
movie to win movie of the year, I
It
believe.
won many.
The
I was
first?
actually watching.
It
that.
won
First.
several.
I was actually
The
watching
Oscars,
that,
anyway.
Yeah, Oscars. I was watching that, and I saw it. I saw it win. I was like, whoa, cool, okay.
Like I feel like a lot of people were so confused when it won. Like the audience was like, "What the fuck is Parasite?" I never heard of it. I thought some like Joker was gonna win, honestly.
I did too.
So I was really confused. I'm glad that they didn't go with the mainstream thing and they actually went with what they thought was the best.
Didn't Joaquin Phoenix win Best Actor though?
He
I
did.
think
For
he did.
Joker?
He did.
Oh, wow, that was a good performance.
Giving Heath Ledger a run for his money.
No.
Now hold on. Now hold on.
They were two completely different Jokers. Let's
I-
not get into it.
Joker was
I'd
a
agree with that. I'd
fantastic
agree with
fucking
it,
movie.
but-
I loved
Yeah.
that movie. It was so good.
It was pretty good.
But God, I feel like my answer to my best movie, I don't know, it's when I think of like a really good movie, it's such a cheesy answer.
What is it?
I really liked Infinity War.
That's not a bad choice.
It's a good
Dude,
movie.
Infinity War is amazing.
Yeah.
Infinity War
That's
was
the best
awesome.
MCU movie.
But it's an MCU movie.
That doesn't
okay.
matter.
I just feel like I need to
Well,
pick
first off,
something
no.
I watched
better.
that movie
The
like
only thing
5
is, like, the
times.
argument for that will always be like, well, they had other movies to lead up to it, so.
Yeah, see?
that's,
We're like, that's
it's
stupid.
the culmination.
That's
like-
stupid.
Well, first off, fuck the other people that are like, it's not cinema. Like, what, Martin Scorsese, fuck him. He's good at what he does, but still, fuck him.
Who the fuck is Martin Oh, he did say something
Yeah, he
about
was like, super
comic
movie
book
There's
stars.
been like several like old school directors.
Didn't he say
like
some shit about
Scorsese.
Jesus?
He said, "Fuck Jesus."
I think wasn't he the guy that was like Passion of Christ, something was better or some shit like that.
Dude.
Some
You
old
ever
guy.
seen Passion of the Christ? Not that
Boring.
good. It's not that good.
fucking-
It
it's
is-
fucking
it is
boring.
I saw it when I was like 7 or some shit.
I saw it probably for the first time like a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. Boring.
I feel like directors to an extent should not like try to comment on certain movies that obviously they haven't had their hand in. Like he doesn't do anything with comic book movies. He doesn't know how fans feel about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
just mad.
That's the way I felt about it. Was like he's entitled to his opinion because he's a really acclaimed and decorated director and everything.
Yeah.
But he has no idea what the comic book community is like.
Right. So like on the flip side of
Crybaby.
your comment, Josh, it's like he knows what he's talking about. Like he can say like some objective truths about like the directing and such like that.
Yeah.
But then he's also once
But
he
how
starts
much of
going
that-
once he starts going into his opinionated things like it's not cinema, well then
Yeah, that's what I'm
there we
saying.
go. That's
If he's talking about the directing aspect of the movies, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But like when he starts talking about these movies are just not cinema, that's a whole nother
yeah,
thing.
I was like,
Cause
shut up, you fucking boomer.
I don't know, I could rewatch Infinity War a lot.
That movie's a good movie.
I don't know.
Infinity War was awesome.
It was really good. I loved it.
And it sucks.
Infinity, unpopular opinion, maybe.
I know.
Infinity War is
There you
better
go.
than Endgame.
It is. Jinx with Sony's
Yeah,
That's not an unpopular opinion here.
No, it's
It's better than Endgame.
Endgame had the better scene.
Endgame, the third act of Endgame is the best.
Fuck yeah.
The rest of it was alright.
Once Thanos from 2014 comes into the present day, it's game over from there.
Cause look,
The rest of the
Fuck
movie,
yeah.
though,
It's
is
fun. It's fun to watch. I
it's-
like it.
It's fun. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but Infinity War was a lot better.
They had a
Nobody
lot.
cares that Black Widow died. There, I said it.
I don't know about all that.
I cried.
That was a
That
great
was
scene.
really sad.
it was
I cried.
alright.
It was a great scene.
I didn't shed a tear. I was
Really?
like-
I mean,
was
I,
like,
I didn't
"Ah,
shed a
dang, that
tear, but I
sucks."
thought it was good.
I was like,
I shed a
psh."
tear.
And
I'm
then
not gonna
Clint
lie.
was looking funny with his
I
hair.
thought in Infinity War where fucking Thanos throws Gamora over the edge was a lot more like heartfelt than
That's what I'm saying. Whenever that happened, I was like,
I was more shook over that than Black Widow.
yeah, honestly.
I was surprised that they actually killed Black Widow off though.
I
Yeah,
was
she's
surprised.
gone.
that they
She's
did
she's so minor.
What do you mean minor?
Wow.
She was so
minor.
she was this small.
Did you watch The Winter Soldier?
She had amazing character development.
Did you watch The Winter Soldier?
She was, I don't know, man.
Shut up.
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know.
He's
She's
Minor. Get the
She's-
fuck
Nah,
out of
bro.
here.
she's really not shit.
Whoa,
Wait
what
till
the
a solo movie
fuck?
comes out.
Huh?
Do you know who Scarlett Johansson is?
An actor. I mean,
Actress.
An
Jinx
actress.
with Sony's
Sorry.
X.
And she's mad thick too.
There he goes.
You're talking
Is that
like,
why y'all are arguing? Because she's thick?
probably.
They just hated to
No.
see her dick
She
die.
was
can't
also
argue 'cause-
great in the Captain America movies.
Hell yeah.
She
She's
was
really
cool
good.
there, but her death wasn't. It didn't hit me at all.
I was
It
sad.
surprised me that they actually killed her off, but I wasn't like about to like tear up. Or
I was
anything
more
about
sad
it.
whenever Clint's kids disappeared. And I didn't even know the little shits. I was like, how are y'all? But I'm sad.
How about Spider-Man's dying?
I cried
Man,
like a
I
little girl.
cried
Bro.
during that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was shook.
I cried like a little
Mad
girl.
shook.
Did
as
you
Spider-Man. I don't know if couldn't tell you if I don't think I cried.
I
Did you
cried
tear
when
up?
Vision died. I cried when
I might have-
died.
I might have been
Vision died, I was like, he got exploded, and then he got exploded again. He ripped his fucking head out.
I think
Oh
my
my
thing
God.
about it was I was a lot more excited that they were doing Thanos right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
it was like Thanos has that capability to wipe out the Avengers, and
And
I was
he-
like,
he
they're
was a
doing
beast.
Thanos justice.
yeah, that's the only movie where the fucking superheroes lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. It's awesome because like they get folded in that one.
It's like you don't want them to lose, but you also do because it makes for a really good movie. Like despite all their fucking efforts, like they were all going ham on Thanos, and they still fucking
I mean,
lost.
They were really close, avoid Thanos. Thor.
Thor, oh,
Yeah,
Yo,
Thor.
when
Almost
Thor
had him.
comes into Wakanda,
dude.
mad.
Man, that movie was so good.
This
But
movie's amazing.
Chris Pratt did that cool thing where he woke him up, and then he fucked
Yeah.
over the whole movie. I cried whenever I didn't really cry, but I was really sad whenever he tried to shoot her, and then
Oh,
it was just
yeah.
Bubbles, and I was just sitting there like,
No.
he was gonna do it too.
Yeah, he
He
was.
didn't want to, which is like this really sad thing. Like
Yeah,
he
it's-
finally came to he was finally able to do it. After
and then he gets
didn't want
fucked with.
to, and then he couldn't do it.
But the
Yeah,
what?
that movie was fucking
That was
awesome.
awesome.
Big question is the end of Endgame.
Such a good. movie.
Did you cry then?
With Stark and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I was there.
So you did.
I didn't like openly weep, but I had tears.
Fuck.
I
You
was
can't
so
just weep.
I was so sad. Iron Man became like my favorite superhero.
Because of like just his presence in the MCU.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think it was more the thing with Spider-Man that got me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the whole reason why he like decided to actually go through with the plan. Do you
Yeah.
remember that bit where he saw the picture of them?
Yeah.
Mr. Stark, we won.
Oh, stop! You're making me sad all
I was like,
over again.
Oh, no.
No, I think it was the part with Peter Parker trying to like talk to him and try to make everything okay,
Yeah.
because it was like he just came back to life, and it was like now Iron Man's dying, and that was what Iron
shit
Man
sucked.
wanted, was to bring Peter back to life. That was like the whole thing about it, was the guilt he had about it.
I'm getting
Yeah.
goosebumps.
And then whenever he's talking
and
all
Ellen
cool,
Pepper's just like, you can rest now.
Did you notice the callback to that?
Yeah.
Like because she said in the beginning of the movie,
Oh,
"Will you be
yeah.
able to rest?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn it! Like he had to get that confirmation that he could just go, because he was just clinging to life because of all of that.
That whole fucking third act had goosebumps through the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when everything got blown up to the main trilogy with Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor fighting against Thanos, getting fucking smoked. Fucking Captain America
Smoked.
picking up the hammer.
God damn it.
Have you guys seen the videos of like crowd
Dueling.
reactions to that?
Yes, I
They
love
freak.
watching
They
those.
freak I was one of those people.
whenever Thor dual wields, bro, I
Yes.
sharded.
Oh,
Just said, he's fat. He just looks so cool.
that holds no like purpose at all.
He just looks so cool and fat. He looks like a Viking. With the
Cool
braids and shit.
fat. God, that was a really good
I'm
ending
gonna have
to
to
the
do
movie.
I'm gonna have to do the beard braids that Thor has.
He's an awesome dude, bro.
Just grow it out.
The
Take
beard
like
dreads.
4 or 5 years to grow this bitch out.
God, like I literally, whenever we first saw that movie, I was with Crystal, and whenever the portals, because as soon as he snapped them back, I was like, all right, where's everyone fucking at? I know they're around. And when I saw the first portal open, I literally just like gripped her arm so tight. I was like, it's happening.
Bro, whenever he
On
like
your left.
the little, oh yeah, that shit was so cool, bro. They did that. They played that so well.
God damn it.
And then fucking
Then
Star
fucking-
Wars
yeah.
tries to mooch that.
Who did? Oh, Star
Star
Wars?
Wars.
Where they did the like,
They
Where-
pretty much
where
did the same
everybody shows
shit.
up.
Yeah.
that was stupid.
Everybody ever just shows
I was
up.
mad. I was like, come on, Disney.
What even was that?
Not
Rise-
Rise of Skywalker.
remember-
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker
Yeah.
toward the end.
Ray heard the voices from all the past Jedi.
Oh,
They were
okay,
spooked because they were getting
Rise.
beat.
Rise. Yeah. It's
Let's not
alright.
get into that. Let's not get into
No,
that.
we could. No, Star Wars will take like a whole fucking
That's
hour.
what I'm saying. Let's not get into that.
It wasn't that bad.
It was alright. It was alright.
I'm going to pee off that.
It was alright just cause of that scene though. I'm upset, but everything else was decent.
Yeah, I liked Rise of Skywalker. I was really conflicted after I first saw it. I mentioned that too. As soon as we got out, I was like, I don't know how to feel. Well,
it's not what you would expect for like a last movie of that like.
It was not
The end
only
of
the
that series?
not only the last movie to the trilogy, but to a whole fucking saga, the Skywalker saga. Like we're not gonna hear about them or like really. I mean, we'll probably hear about them, but that's not gonna be the focal point anymore. The Skywalkers are kind of just like in the past now.
I mean, we just finished Clone Wars.
Dude, I haven't seen
Oh
it.
yeah, I did finish, huh?
So yeah, that.
Yeah.
I mean, we went back to Skywalker there a little bit.
I find it so cool that they decided to like bring that back, even after all the years it's been off air. They're like, we gonna finish this.
They had to,
Well, I
bro.
like doing that. I like when
That's
things
that
do
was awesome.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right.
I heard Mandalorian 2. Mandalorian 2.
I like
Mandalorian season 2 is gonna be awesome.
When I came out of the theaters for Rise of Skywalker, I was like, I liked it. And then I thought about it. I watched it again, and I was like, okay, it's a movie.
It's crazy how the human mind just rips apart movies
It's
down
f-
to this aspect.
It feels like it's more fan service than anything, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, there was a lot. It was the same as The Force Awakens. That was a whole movie of fan service. Millennium
Yeah.
Falcon, like
Han Solo.
yeah, it was just fan service all around. But we need to segue off from Star Wars because if we're not by the time Jake gets back, he'll just be gone. It's just gonna become a Star Wars podcast at that
It's
point.
gonna get ugly.
So, there's nothing even remotely related to any of these topics that we can segue off
That's
into.
fine.
Just pick one
Well, I
up.
mean, I still gotta go over my favorite movie.
Oh.
You never said it, did
Do
you?
it.
Didn't.
Because Infinity War is just that good. Everyone just has something to say about it.
Of course, that's just how it be.
It's gonna be Onward.
Oh my god, Onward is a good movie.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
You never watched it? It's on Disney Plus.
I don't really like Disney movies like
These
that.
movies go hard.
Tom Holland and Chris Pratt are the main
Yeah.
characters.
We still
I
talking
heard
about
it was-
Star Wars?
No, we're not. No, I literally said we got to segue off before you get back. Otherwise, it's no.
I'm going
Okay.
for Dave on
GG's.
Star Wars.
We didn't hear Jesse's favorite movie yet.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Yeah,
You,
best movie.
he just told me
I was
this, acting like, oh yeah,
You just brought it up.
fucking bitch.
Best movie, Jesse.
Interstellar.
Not a bad choice.
That's right.
I'm not mad at it.
Never
Of course
watched
you're
it.
not. You can't be mad at it.
I'm not mad at that.
Is that the one we just watched,
Yeah,
right?
recently.
That wasn't your first time watching it, was it?
No.
Interstellar is a really good movie. It's really sad, but I mean, it had a happy ending, so
Kinda.
he got to see.
Kind of.
You should watch Interstellar if you haven't seen it. It's a good movie.
What's it about?
Space. Science.
Have you haven't seen it?
I don't watch a lot of movies.
It's not even like the good ones that are really acclaimed.
I watch every other one that's good. Like I haven't, like The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I heard that one's really good, but I just don't care for it. There's also like The Notebook. Also apparently is really good, but I don't
Those
fucking
are
care.
like-
The
Those are
Notebook
like-
is not good. Don't let those females fool you.
I heard
bro.
it was.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Those are-
Chris- now hold on a minute.
DJ.
I know, I don't
Movie sucks, bro.
No, there's like movies that deserve the acclaim they get that you should watch.
Pulp
Inception,
Fiction.
Interstellar,
Pulp
Never,
Fiction.
never seen that
Pulp
ever.
Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
and there's just a lot of good movies out there. But Interstellar is definitely up there because it's what got
It's a
me
really
and
good
Jesse.
movie. I liked it.
It's what got me and Jesse like into the whole science aspect of stuff now.
Well, right, I mean, I've always been into it, but
I mean, it
it's reignited, rather.
Mm.
yeah, because like it's really interesting how they explain how science works and that shit.
All of the science in that movie is accurate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes it so good
Except-
too.
Except
I mean, there's some things in it that aren't.
yeah, like the wormhole.
Yeah, we don't know what actually happens.
That was where they took the most creative liberties with it. Everything else though is it's
Yeah, but they brought on like physicists to
Yeah.
consult on it.
Homeboy Kip Thorne.
Yeah.
He was working with Christopher Nolan, and they were like, "Yeah, well, they can do this." And then there was a part where, Christopher Nolan he told Kip Thorne, he was like, "I want there to be a
Who do you
planet
think I am?
where 1 hour on that
Bitch.
planet is seven years on Earth." And Kip Thorne was like, "Now hold on, I don't know if you can do that." And basically, Christopher Nolan was like, "Go do your homework."
And
And
that's
then he went and figured it out, like how it could happen. And he
And-
figured it out.
yeah. I mean, it's cool because the dude had kids in the movie. So if there's an hour, I mean, if you're on that planet for an hour, it's 7 years in real life.
Right.
So you instantly want to get off there as fast as you fucking can,
Yeah.
because you don't want to miss like 7 years of your kid's life. But they were stuck there for like I don't know how long. I forgot.
It was 3 hours.
Shit.
Which
21.
equated- Yeah.
20.
It was 21 years.
Drinking
And
years.
then I think there was like a little bit of,
Yes.
maybe like a couple minutes. So like maybe
Point is, there's like stuff like that is throughout the whole movie, and like the whole like 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional aspect of like time and space is actually in the movie too. So it's worth the watch. I really liked it.
Really delves into like the effects of gravity and all that good stuff, time dilations, all that good shit.
So yeah, those are all very good movies. What was yours? The Empire Strikes Back, Parasite, Infinity War, and Interstellar. All
Solid choices.
A bonus round, Crystal. What's yours?
Crystal, what's the best movie you've ever seen?
you gotta answer fast. So there's not just this awkward long silence
The
either.
Notebook.
The Notebook.
I don't know,
Think.
for a long time, it was Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko.
Never seen it.
Me either.
I heard it's good though.
I saw it once, but I don't remember what it was about.
I can't think right now. I'm too.
Donnie Darko.
Are you still drunk?
You're still drinking.
I'm still drinking. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko. It's not a bad answer. Not a bad answer.
Those mental movies are really good too.
What about
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2? Dr. Octopus.
Why did-
It was.
How about,
I
was
love that
amazing
movie.
movie.
It gets a lot of praise.
I mean, it's
A
not.
lot.
It's not in my top 10 or anything.
awesome.
But it's a good movie.
On Spider-Man, how about Far From Home?
Oh,
I mean,
fucking.
I watched Far From Home with you. Y'all like
Top.
saw me fanboy out to that movie.
Yeah.
Wait, when? I didn't watch it with you.
No, I
That's
didn't.
your fault, bitch.
Yeah, I saw it with Jesse and Aaron. And
What? You bitch.
Oh, doesn't feel good not to be invited, huh?
Right, yeah.
Ooh.
Jesse was there.
Was I? Where?
He just said you were. Anyways,
Yeah, Jesse was
Oh,
there.
no.
Jesse saw me fanboy out to that movie.
I was fanboying.
Movie's
with him. I was
awesome.
Like, that was Jake.
It's
Jake.
good stuff in it.
hell
It
yeah.
was so good. That movie is
I
fantastic.
was so sad all the time.
They did
love-
Mysterio so well.
I love
He
how
did.
they,
He was.
were, they were working on Peter's dynamic right after that.
What do you mean his
With-
dynamic?
With this whole, having to fill in like Tony Stark's.
Oh yeah, because everyone just expected him to, because he was
Yeah.
like his fucking.
His
I don't know.
protege.
Exactly. So like, you Iron Man now, huh?
And Jake Gyllenhaal was so cool in that movie.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
He was so cool in that movie.
One of
Yeah,
my
he
favorite
did
actors.
Mysterio
He
justice.
was awesome.
I don't know if you guys noticed in that movie, but there was a point when he started to defeat Mysterio that they had like the whole computer center where they ran all of Mysterio's like his holographics and everything. The one scientist that was there helping him took all the data out, downloaded it, and took it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
notice that.
I
Which
did.
it was a quick little thing they did, which I loved because Mysterio is a generational villain. There have been like 4 different Mysterios.
Which is cool. I didn't know that until you told me
That's
that.
awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I didn't even
there's
peep
been,
that.
there's been like 3 or 4 different Mysterios, and it was a cool little thing that they threw in there. It's because like, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's character died, but it's like Mysterio can still come back in later Spider-Man movies
Yeah.
to be one of his rogues.
That's so cool because like you said, it was really quick. The main thing people took away from the ending was like obviously Spider-Man's identity being like revealed. They kind of tried to throw it in there just very slightly. It was like maybe a 5-10 second scene.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't. I mean, it was just a quick little thing where it saw it download.
He took it.
Go to the thing. He pulled it out and then left, and that was it.
Hell yeah.
But did he actually die though? Because apparently there was like a lot of like shit going on where like at the end, whenever somebody's calling somebody at the end, you can see like the same outfit that he was wearing at some point in the movie or whatever.
I haven't looked into that.
That might be the whole generational aspect of it.
Yeah, that's what I took away from it was like, it's the guy who took the data and stuff is going to become the next Mysterio.
Because yeah, he died.
He did die, didn't
Yeah.
he? There was so much good about that movie. That's like my number 1 Spider-Man
J.
movie.
Jonah
How about
Jameson?
The ending scene where he was going through with the spider sense.
Yeah,
Bro, that shit was so
God.
fucking cool.
where he figured it out.
Yeah.
Oh my
man.
god,
That was
fantastic.
like, I'm glad they had that in there because they could have easily just gave him the spider sense from the start. Because that's why you never see it. Oh wait, you saw it a couple times in Civil War actually.
The Nick Fury scene was fucking awesome too. That shit was
Yes.
so cool.
What Nick Fury scene?
Whenever all the illusion stuff's going on, whenever he like where does he go? What happened? Fuck, I forgot how it went. But he just like he sees like dead Tony, like a zombie and
When
shit.
they're in that little warehouse and
Yeah,
stuff.
he gets
And then-
fucked over.
Yeah.
That was a really good scene.
I love movies or like superhero movies where the like main character loses once and has to like learn from their mistakes.
Don't they always do that?
I mean,
though?
that's like every superhero movie.
Not everyone.
That's
Oh,
most
yeah.
Really?
most superhero movies.
Well, then most of them don't play it off very well.
I really love that that movie really played your expectations hard.
Yeah, it did.
Like hard.
It was everything I wanted it to be and more. Because it was like it had the things in it that I expected to see in it, and that I was sure was gonna happen, and then it was more than that. Like they built off of the expectations, which I guess is playing off your expectations, obviously. But I don't know, like comic book wise, it's just like I want to see these things in this movie. Like this has to happen for this movie to be good to me. And not only was it in there, but they played off of it so well in an original kind of way. It was really good.
Like the whole
Why are you looking at me?
What are you doing that?
the whole little back and forth, like tricking not only Peter but the audience as well. Like
Mhm.
if you don't know who Mysterio was, like I didn't really know who it was.
You get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
going into it blind,
yeah,
if you don't know
holy
anything about it,
shit.
yeah.
Because like he said, the whole Nick Fury part, I thought that was him.
Thought it was too.
Psych.
Man, like
Pranked.
since it was a lot,
Where's
was-
Ashton Kutcher?
there was a lot. What the is that? Never mind.
That was Punk. Punk. You ever seen that show?
Yeah, I've heard of it. There was a lot of like not controversy, but disagreement with Spider-Man: Far From Home being the last MCU movie of that phase. Like everyone's like, Endgame should have been it, but it's actually really good that they had that be the finishing thing because they introduced a lot in that movie with the scrolls, and like that's honestly all I got.
And it's also Peter making amends with this
Yeah,
stuff,
they did
right?
so much.
Pretty much it. Like because they told you how like did they say how long Nick Fury was like on his little space station that supposedly plays a bigger part in the comics. I don't know what the station was called, but something that's in the comics that they just now so suddenly brought into the MCU. You know what I'm talking about, Jake?
Yeah, well, they kind of like partially set up like the can't even think of the name now. I'm blanking on it, but it's the
Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion. That's what it is. Thank
Thought so.
you. Where it's you find out that like in the comics there were like these things that happened where one person got discovered where they're actually a Skrull, and so it was like things that had happened in the past, like they would bring them up like flashbacks, and it was like, well, that was a little out of character from that person. Turns out they've been a Skrull for 20 years.
It's cool because I've
The
read
comic story for that was so fucking. It was done so fucking
Yes,
good.
It was so.
And then Nick Fury was white for some reason. Oh,
He's
that was
white
the normal
originally.
universe. Yeah, he was in
Nick
the
Fury's
ultimate.
been white.
Yeah.
Not that I'm mad at Samuel L.
It's
Jackson,
okay.
Nick
It's okay.
Fury.
it's okay.
Hey, don't worry.
That's a reassure them.
The only thing I don't like about Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury is the way they did his eye in Captain Marvel.
I haven't seen that movie.
Captain
still.
Marvel.
Yeah, you saw Captain Marvel.
When?
You literally told me. Yeah, I've seen all MCU movies.
That's how you know it wasn't good.
Did you not see
That's
it?
how you know I was lying to you.
No.
You really haven't seen it. You have access to Disney Plus and you haven't
Yeah.
seen Captain
Well,
Marvel.
I don't fucking like what's her name.
Captain Marvel takes place
Brie
in the
Larson?
80s.
Yeah, she's
90s.
stupid.
You don't like Brie Larson?
I don't
She's-
like Brie Larson.
she's-
I don't like her.
Alright.
She's snarky. Little bitch.
I heard she's actually not that bad.
She's probably
She
not,
is
but
bad.
don't
I,
like-
I think she gets blown out of proportion with
Yeah.
because, you know, she, like, takes a stand on some things, like, SJW-wise, but it's like, she also has, like, an immense amount of privilege in
Oh,
the
I know.
position that she's in.
I hate how she acted in like fucking Endgame. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey there,
She
Peter
was actually
Parker.
better
don't-
in Endgame.
I don't like her character. I don't like the character that she portrays in Endgame or Captain Marvel. Not a big fan of the character. The movie, like itself, like plot-wise, I didn't like because it was so twisted from what I expected it to be. Because they, spoiler alerts if anyone hasn't seen it, they made the Skrulls the good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe that's where the twist begins. Maybe
That's
they-
what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, exactly. What's cool about the Skrulls, Jesus Christ,
Squirrels.
The
is
Skrulls,
that
the Skrillexes.
I read or watched in a video that some Skrulls are so deep into their like persona they forget they're Skrulls.
That was part of Secret Invasion. Was like somebody would
Just
once
crazy,
once
bro.
they started like investigating who was
They're
what. Like,
hoes.
That's
some
cool.
people would find out, well, that person's a Skrull, but that Skrull's been in their cover for so long they believe they're that person.
So it makes you wonder, like, was that hero that we come to know actually the hero or actually the Skrull?
Which
So-
I'm hoping they do in like the next phase at some point. Is they maybe don't have to make it the entire arc of the next phase because I'm hoping for some other major villains, but I'm hoping there's one Secret Invasion movie.
They're gonna do it. Hawkeye. It's gonna be Hawkeye. Just because he's such like important, non-important character that they feel safe enough to do it with him. You know,
Nah.
who else would they do it for?
Isn't he retired now?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Oh yeah, he is retired. So there you go.
I don't know.
I think his time's up.
Or what about the whole thing with Nick Fury that, you know, he's not actually in his little space station. He's actually just held hostage somewhere.
Right.
So they could go any direction in the MCU right now. So that's what's so exciting about it.
What I'm really hoping they do is one, like for the next phase, major villain, like the entire, like as Thanos was kind of villain. There's only 2 villains that I would want to see: Doctor Doom and Kang.
I remember you were talking about Kane.
What about Galactus?
Galactus, it would be cool, but I feel like it wouldn't be so much of a build-up as like Thanos or other people would be, because everything would just be, oh, Galactus is coming, he's coming, but then he would be there and they would beat him, and it would actually only be one movie where you see Galactus.
Yeah, probably. Or like how they did the shitty fucking Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
one,
that
where
where
you
he's just a
form.
fucking cloud. Get out of here with that shit. Stupid movie.
Oh, Fantastic Four.
They didn't even build it up.
Yeah. Yeah, Fantastic Four and the X-Men are coming.
Oh, they got a lot.
I know they were talking to John Krasinski.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He would do so cool.
I
I'd
hope
love
he
to see
plays
that.
it.
Do you know how many big fucking names the MCU has right now?
No, they have Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth.
They need
fucking
more.
Tom Holland.
Everyone.
They had Robert Downey Jr. for 10 years.
That is crazy. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Well, I guess they had to go all in for their first like whole arc with Thanos. I feel like he's the main villain most people think of when they think of Marvel.
Oh, now.
Well, who's the big bad guy back then?
I feel like you would usually think about Galactus.
Yeah, a lot of people like. It's just because like comic book movies haven't ever been as prevalent as they are now. So a lot of people think of like one person's main villain, like Captain America's main villain being Red Skull, or Iron Man and the Mandarin, or Thor and Loki. Like a lot of people when this started didn't know who Thanos was.
I didn't.
I didn't
To be
either.
fair.
I heard about the Infinity Gauntlet like series. Infinity Gauntlet? That was what it was called, right?
Yeah, it was called Infinity Gauntlet.
I thought so. But I heard how good it was. I just never actually did.
They were called
Yeah.
Infinity Gems, right?
Yeah, they're called the gems in the comics. They're not called the stones.
I like stones better.
Kind of
I,
flows.
I always knew them as gems, so I had to get accustomed to calling them stones to like talk about the movies.
We gotta like segue. We gotta segue. We've been talking about Marvel for
We
like.
can talk about Marvel as long as we fucking want.
I thought our limit was 2
It
hours.
is 2 hours, but if you're gonna talk about Marvel for 2 hours, it's how it's gonna go.
What do we? Well, how much we got right now?
We've been on for an hour and 11.
Hour and 11. That's not bad.
Alright.
I felt like it was longer than that, honestly.
Absolutely.
I wonder why the last podcast felt so like.
Yeah.
So short?
Yeah,
Because you were only on for like 30 fucking minutes.
that's true. But there's other stuff that I do want to get.
What you got for us, Josh? Take us out.
This would have been a good segue after we talked about Interstellar,
Fuck
but
the segues, just go. We don't segue around these bitches.
yeah,
Just
but
go.
we're just so like
We just
heavily.
go.
We're just so heavily
Go.
into Marvel right now. It's
Go.
gonna be
I
hard.
could sit here and talk about it all day.
That's what
if
I'm
you don't want me
saying.
to talk about it all day, you better switch the subject.
Yeah, we can
or
do this
whatever.
all day, bro.
Do y'all want to stay on Marvel? Or do y'all want to
Said,
switch
Go,
over?
Just go. Just go to the subject. What is it?
Secret societies.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like some secret societies. I was a part of one not too long ago.
Jesse, shut up. Tell him, Jake. Do it in your old Yake fashion.
No phony baloney. No phony baloney.
Shut the fuck up!
There we go.
Jesus. This fucking guy. Continue.
I mean, I honestly don't know much about secret societies, to be honest. All the big bad boy Illuminati is all I've heard of. And from what I know, it's just supposed to consist of fucking like the world's biggest like celebrities
the
and
one
shit.
that I was a part.
Shut up!
I'm not lying.
I've seen them at the meetings.
Shut up.
You. I can't. I don't even want to say it.
You. No, you.
I don't know much about
You
them.
make me
So,
mad.
do you have more knowledge?
What,
I mean,
Illuminati?
I have like my.
There's Jesse's society.
I don't want to be part of that society. What? I gotta wear a beard or
I'm
something?
gonna be like,
The thing with like secret societies is like there's no like concrete evidence to any of them. Like the Illuminati, no one can prove the Illuminati exists. The only thing you have like toward the Illuminati is you have the Bilderberg group, and then you have like the
Scientology.
Scientology.
Scientology's weird ass.
I'll
That's
go
true.
off on a tangent on Scientology. I was down a deep rabbit hole on Scientology.
What is
I think
Scientology?
2 weeks ago, I
What is
You
Scientology?
can jump in.
Scientology's a deep rabbit hole.
Go tell Josh about it because it's really dumb, but it's also
Tell them the
interesting.
founder.
Tom
Oh
Cruise.
my god.
Oh, Ron Hubbard? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me finish what I was saying. You have like the Bilderberg group.
to go
and then you have I can't even think of the fucking name of it now. What's the thing over there in California? Something Grove.
Oh, oh shit.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
What's the name of it? Something Grove.
I'm still one of these.
I can't think of it.
Go
now.
ahead. I didn't pay for that. I don't know. I don't care. They don't care. We have a whole nother one over here.
Wait, hold on.
Just take
And
it.
make
He
it-
wants a pizza, Jake.
It's something Grove. Alex Jones. Something Grove.
For
I
what?
don't care, bro.
Maybe Jesse paid for it. I don't know.
Just you pay? I don't know.
I just thought of
Just
it. Bohemian
Just
Grove.
Oh, there it is. That's the
Bohemian?
one.
Yeah.
He wants a pizza.
What, you want one of these?
wait.
That's like chicken bacon ranch. This is Philly cheesesteak.
I had one of these.
You want one of these?
What is that?
Philly cheesesteak.
You know, listen.
Cut to commercials.
Just like Josh.
Cut to commercials while I eat.
It's
This
gonna
is
show him
brought
about
to you
put it
by
in
our
his
great
mouth.
sponsor.
Bud Light.
Light.
No.
Oh wait.
Not sponsored by Bud Light.
Thank
no,
you.
but yeah, like the most like
Thank you.
concrete, provable. Even the Bilderberg group's not even like a real provable kind of thing, because all the Bilderberg group is, it's a meeting that happens between obviously very rich, very powerful, influential people. You have like Harry Kissinger, representatives from the monarchy of England. It's like real powerful, influential people that have a real place in like high class society, that have influence with military and everything like that. And that meeting actually happens between this group of people. And then you have like Bohemian Grove. If you don't know what Bohemian Grove is, it's this place out in California that wealthy and influential people go to every year. I think it's every year. And they have a ritual, like a cult-like ritual that goes on, where they have this giant wooden owl statue of Olmec, the owl god. And they do like sacrifices in effigy. Like they don't actually like sacrifice anything, but it's like kind of like in place of a real sacrifice. It's a sacrifice.
And this is a
in
real
effigy.
a real
No, it's
group.
a real thing.
Is this the thing where they only allow males?
I think so.
Talking about?
I think.
We watched it.
Well, you can actually watch the video. I don't know if it's on YouTube now because Alex Jones got pulled from YouTube, but Alex Jones and another guy whose name escapes me at the moment, but he was on Rogan's podcast talking about it, is John something or other. But Alex Jones actually talked about this for years, and then everybody, it's just another crazy Alex Jones conspiracy. And then he actually got in and videotaped the entire thing.
He got in.
Yeah.
What a
Holy
beast.
shit!
I've seen the videos of it. It's a real thing. I'm sure you can find it somewhere on the fucking internet
What
with
is it for,
Bohemian.
though?
But it's like people like former presidents and billionaires and world leaders and ambassadors. They all meet in this fucking middle of nowhere California woods.
Bumfuck Oklahoma.
Bumfuck Oklahoma. And they have this giant owl statue, and they're all wearing robes and shit. And they have like these ceremonies, and they do like fake sacrifices and shit like that. And they have these big long speeches, and it's just like it's a real thing that happens.
Yeah.
Between these like major world leaders.
Who?
I don't think we know why. Or like,
That's what I was gonna say.
Nobody,
Say,
nobody
like-
knows why or like what they're actually believing in or what they're trying to do with this
Yo,
thing.
maybe this is why they're billionaires.
Did he get to like sneak in a speech or like
No, Alex Jones didn't speak or anything. He just like videotaped like
No, but
The weird shit happening?
thing going on.
oh
so he didn't videotape anyone talking or anything like that.
There's some things like if you gotta watch the whole video. It's a really long video of him like talking about it and then him getting in, because like he talked about it on him and the guy that was with him. They talked about it on Joe Rogan's podcast, where it was like they couldn't get in and then they snuck in, and once they were in, everybody just assumed they were supposed to be there and nobody cared.
Fuck.
Something about that, right?
A movie about it.
Sure. I mean, there was like a long, like hour and a half long video about it where it was like broke down everything about Alex Jones talking about it and how they discovered it and actually got in and everything.
Sorry.
It was really interesting, which is like so weird because Alex Jones says some really crazy shit.
extremely.
Is he that guy
Wow.
where that's
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
That's Alex Jones.
Oh.
Infowars Alex Jones doesn't believe
Larry,
Sandy
so
Hook
cool.
happened to Alex Jones.
I'm kind of retarded.
He says some crazy shit like that, but then
isn't he stoned to the bone?
like at one time the Bohemian Grove thing was the crazy shit he was saying. Like Alex Jones has proved multiple things right. Like he'll say some shit and everybody thinks that it's just Alex Jones, he's talking out of his ass for the sake of views and conspiracies, and then 5 or 6
Just-
years down the road it comes to
Me?
light that that was a real thing.
That's fucking crazy.
Like Bohemian Grove is the craziest thing because he talked about it, and you know it was just another wild Alex Jones thing, and then he documented it on videotape that it was actually happening.
That's one of the most wild things. The other, that's kind of just like how I was telling you about the whole like Bob Lazar thing that was going on. There was
Yeah.
like things that later on came to like scientific fruition.
There's so much secrecy in the world. Like,
I wonder what.
goddamn.
Crazy
I wonder
place
what
out
they're
there,
up to
bro.
in those woods.
Yeah, seriously, like, what I don't understand about secret societies is what is the point of them? What is their end goal? Is there an end goal? Do they just like each other's fucking company? I don't know. I
Just
don't
need a
understand.
drone.
I mean, it
Just
depends
fly
on
over.
your on what secret society.
What do you think about the Illuminati?
When I first started like learning about stuff like that, I thought the Illuminati was a real thing. Now I think it's more of a like within like the rich elite, like the big famous type people. I think that there's a certain circle you have to get in to make it big, and I think that's what the Illuminati is. Like the who's who, like you have to like get in with them. Don't you laugh at who's who. I know why you're laughing at that.
Why is he laughing?
It's a One Piece thing.
Shut up.
But like, if you want to be a successful multi-millionaire / billionaire, you have to get in. Hello.
Crystal messed it up. Jesse, fix it.
Well,
It's not fine. It's crooked.
you have to get in with like the elite, which is like your Jay-Z's and your Justin Bieber's and your Rihanna and
Those
Madonna.
clones?
And, yeah. Like those are like the elite.
Hold on.
And then like to get into that circle, you have to do things that they did. Like you have to be initiated, and so that just like there's trade secrets that they're going to give you, and they're going to give you connections that make you the next big thing. Like you can't just be an up and comer and you just become the next big thing off your own merit. Like there has to be. You have to have insider information and insider connections
So
to become the next big thing.
What you're saying is like some people that have become like big have gone through the Illuminati to get big.
Pretty much. But I don't think it's like, they're like fucking like Alex Jones says where they're like interdimensional psychic vampires and shit.
It could be.
And I also think like Illuminati wise, there's like more than one Illuminati because you have like your entertainment industry where like I was saying you have to have your connections and everything, but there's also like the insider political industry where you have like your fucking inner ring of pedophiles and shit like that.
Oh my fucking god.
Like those kind of people. Like I think
Those
that's
cool
a whole
guys.
different kind
Cool
of thing.
guys. Hold
Those cool
on.
people.
Back.
Yeah.
Back up. Pause.
That's a whole conspiracy going on currently right now.
I mean, that's
Pedophile
like
ring?
a thing coming to light right now that's an actual thing.
Wait, it's an actual thing?
Yeah, there's people getting busted all over the place, all through Hollywood and Washington that are getting
Talking
busted.
about pedophiles?
Yeah, they're pedophilia child sex rings.
Like that one, what's his name, bro? The one that had 2 actresses with them. Oh no, that was a sex cult.
Sex cult. Jesus
I know
Christ.
what you're talking about. That was a sex cult.
Yeah.
Like the people that were on like not Krypton, but what was it? That Superman show?
Smallville?
Yeah,
That-
they were on
that-
Smallville. The chick from
Smallville?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she would
Lois
like,
Lane.
recruit people. That was a sex cult, which is kind of close to it. But there's a lot of things coming to light now about
That guy was a freak, bro. He would say that like he would put tattoos on him and he would just brand them.
yeah.
And it was his initials.
That
The
shit was
fucking
crazy.
asshole.
But it's stuff like that where it's like these rich and wealthy people that think they can get away with like the pedophilia and the sex scandals and
Because they have
like,
money.
yeah, forcing women to do whatever they want so that they can get jobs. Like Henry Weinstein and like people like that. That's a whole
the
nother
Weinsteins.
Illuminati, where it's like people in power are doing these crazy things. They can do whatever they want because they have power and influence. He's friends with Oprah. He's friends with Hillary Clinton. He's friends with who the fuck ever. So they can just kind of do.
They said Hitler.
Yeah, he went back in time, became friends with
Friends
him.
with Hitler.
Well, I mean, they can do whatever the fuck they want, and no one's gonna do anything about it because they're in this powerful position. If he goes down, there's a whole ladder of people that are gonna go down with him, and nobody wants that to happen.
Wasn't Tom Hanks also like involved in some weird shit?
They said he was.
He was also a pedophilio.
The rumor is he is.
He's
Why
so-
is-
such a nice guy.
There's like lists and stuff going around like on YouTube. Listen, the YouTube college, you can go and
Well, there was a thing.
research that shit.
There was a thing recently that supposedly Justin Bieber was outing people.
Not
That like
Baby. Why is like pedophilia such a problem in Hollywood, bro? Like,
People want kids.
Just straight up be like, why is pedophilia like a problem?
people want kids.
well, that too, but like,
Just need
especially
I don't know, dude.
famous people.
I don't understand. I really don't. I hope they all fucking die.
Honestly, they
Jesus.
this is a fucking peer.
If there was anybody on Earth that needed to be like
Condemned to
like-
hell.
Exterminated.
like definitely needed to be tortured, killed, like it's
pedophilia.
I can forgive someone that kills another person. I can forgive somebody that robs somebody. I can forgive somebody that like steals money, or beats somebody up for no reason, and I can forgive shit like that.
Because all of that stuff is like circumstantial.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean
true.
that's what I'm saying. But
Well, like 95% of that stuff. 90%.
What if they're trying to defend themselves for some kids?
but
Oh my god.
but,
Kid trying to attack
people-
me? Let's not get
people
into that. No.
had to do so.
We can't joke. We can't joke about
That's
it.
not funny, guys. Don't laugh. That's not funny.
Jesus.
But like I'm a real like a lot of you guys know, and some of the people that have consistently watched this podcast know that I'm a real nihilist. And so there's not a whole lot of crossing the line to me when it comes to like human nature.
Because we're all cavemen, pretty much.
The two things that cross the line for me,
I bet I can guess
Rape.
what?
animal abuse and
Pedophilia.
Yeah.
What about rape?
On
Like
this
you
segment
said.
of know
What
your
about rape?
know your
That's
friends.
the same stuff right there, right?
I mean,
It's pretty much.
it's
That's
hand in
like
hand with
category,
that.
yeah.
Because I mean, there's just piece of shit human beings out there. I understand that.
It's horrible.
I also know
But I
that
mean,
you
the
don't-
the two things that like actually make my blood boil is pedophilia and animal abuse. Like that's the things that make me want to go out and be the Punisher. Like that's the two things that make me want to kill people more than anything else in this world. And like most other things, I honestly just don't give a shit because people are shitty.
Yeah.
This is
Hell
how people
yeah.
are. People are shitty.
Yeah, like so.
Is it
it's-
Dante's?
It's interesting that while you see like the side of where people are shitty, I'm like almost the exact opposite where I don't see them like that. But
You like animal abuse?
I do
Get 'em.
understand the shitty situations that people put themselves in and the shitty situations that they create.
As we saw in that movie Sinister 2.
I don't know what movie that
Well,
is.
I'll replay it back for you.
Put
He
the movie.
said,
I bet the
do
movie
you,
sucked
he
up
said,
also.
do you put away a lot of bad guys? He said, not really, just people having bad days. I feel like
So
it's a
you-
circumstantial thing. Like it's just wrong place, wrong time kind of
Isn't that
thing.
like the Joker thing too?
Oh yeah, it's just all it takes is one bad day.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm getting
Well,
into.
yeah, that's a different thing.
Joker 2 in theaters now.
God damn.
Well, I can't wait for that.
I mean, that was
is
the
getting a
thing that
sequel.
happened in like the '80s with the Killing Joke. That's where that came from.
Oh yeah. And what was it? The last? Oh no, was it the last laugh? Did it happen like the same shit in there?
It had the same kind
Or
of
is
trope
it,
in it.
Is it the same thing, just different name?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait.
What?
We can't do this. It's gonna spiral real fucking fast.
movies.
It's gonna like talk about the Joker for a fucking hour.
I could do an entire 2-hour podcast on
Secret
the Joker.
Sightings?
So it's like
I gotta pee first.
No.
Okay. I'm going.
So
I know
what we're gonna seg-
I know what we're gonna segue into when I get back.
That one airport that has no background or whatever with the
talking
horse in
about
the
Dallas,
front.
Denver airport, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
with all the fucking crazy occult
The
shit in
weird
there.
shit, hell
Yo.
That's a
And then-
really cool airport.
I was watching, and then I was watching. I was watching.
Josh, please. Josh, please, just go.
Hit the ads.
Yeah, we're gonna cut to commercial right now.
Yo, want me
This
to?
episode of the
Yo, want me to? 'Cause
Scratcast is
I
brought
can,
to you
I can
by
do that. Y'all want me to do that? I can do that. You
Brought
want,
to you
you want
by
me to do that?
Bud Light,
I'm gonna do it.
Domino's,
I'm
Zoom
gonna
in.
do it.
and
Zoom into the pizza.
94.5 The Buzz.
Jake's gonna go Superman and just like crush someone's skull in.
Live at
I'm
5.
scared.
Crush someone's skull, and that's what you hop in with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jake.
we're gonna-
They're gonna the way they're gonna torture Jake is they're gonna show him videos of animals being killed.
Torture Jake.
Jake's,
Hold on a minute.
Jake's gonna be
There's
like,
no way.
oh. Just
Josh.
grab their head.
He's just gonna stand up out of like the
Yes, the chair. He's gonna break the chair by a simple motion of standing up.
All right,
Not even
I'm done.
struggling.
Thanks for the tickles.
It's all fun and games, but y'all can't be torturing animals like that.
That's not funny no more.
It's gonna be one fluid motion, no struggle. The chair's just gonna break. He's
Just splinters.
Exactly. It's like torturing animals, huh? Oh my god.
So as we were talking about before we went to a Bud Light and Domino's commercial, Illuminati. We were still on that for just a touch, and I was gonna mention, I was like, it's really interesting how these days, as opposed to like maybe 3-4 years ago, Illuminati was like talking the internet. Now, not so much really. It's just your different.
Hello?
Your
Just
different types of conspiracies, not necessarily related to Illuminati though.
I'm really in my dark web stage now.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We gotta segue.
But before we do that, we gotta Illuminati's not as big of a deal as it was, say, like 3-4 years ago.
I think there's like the Illuminati. There's a thing between high up elite people, whether it be the entertainment industry, the political ring, which I mean all is hand in hand with each other because everybody knows everybody. I think there's like the higher ups, quote unquote, that have these things that they do with each other that they keep secret from other people, and they certainly do influence a lot of people and a lot of politics and everything like that.
Right.
But I don't think there's like a select group of like 13 individuals that run the world.
Well,
we're not pulling no fucking Sama shit over
Yeah,
here.
no.
None of that bullshit over here.
Some.
No Sama shit.
don't know what that is.
Of course,
One-
you
it's a One Piece thing.
need to read some fucking One Piece. You
Segue.
Stupid. I'm finna put the 4 Kids rap right now.
Yo! Don't give it up, Luffy. Don't give it up, Zolo. Don't give it up, Nami. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Here's how the story goes. We find out by the treasure in the grand line. There's no doubt. The pirate whose eye is on it, he'll sing. I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. His name is Luffy. That's Monkey D. Luffy. King of the pirates. He's made of rubber.
How did that happen?
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. His name's Zolo, he's just like a samurai and a Lady. Nami's not shy. Usopp's doing that marksman thing. Sanji's cooking, Chopper's doctoring. Set sail for One Piece. It's the name of the treasure in the Grand Line. Set sail for One Piece.
Please don't.
Pretty good, huh?
One Piece.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
I'm talking
It
about
better not be in there.
It's in there. It's in there. I hate to break it to you, but it's in there. It was in the
Chopper's doctor.
episode 1, I think. Yeah, it was in episode 1 or 2. I think it was in episode 2 of season 2.
Was it?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like kind of towards the end. The whole 4 Kids rap is in there.
Oh no.
Damn it, we
4 Kids rap.
the whole like secret society thing was gonna play into the Eagle Lake thing, but I really want to talk about the dark web.
Well,
Talk about the dark web.
Hold on, the dark web can come after the Denver airport.
Oh, I forgot.
What are you talking about, bro?
So you don't even know about this, do you?
No.
You know about the airport?
What airport?
The airport with the horse?
What are you? That's so.
Airport with the horse.
Aren't horses or Broncos known for something in Denver? Or maybe I'm just saying
It's
the
a
football team.
Football team.
But there's a reason why every team has like their name. So there's a backstory
I don't know.
behind everything. I know this. I watch videos. I don't know what it is for Denver though.
You didn't.
Oh yes, you've watched videos, Professor Bashua.
How do you
YouTube
learn all
Academy.
of your science shit?
YouTube Academy, PhD.
Yeah.
Videos.
Videos.
Wrong.
Videos. So yeah, explain this whole Denver airport horse thing.
Go ahead.
That's
go
like
ahead,
so
Explain
vague.
it.
Go ahead, Omezebub, you got it.
Take it away, Jake.
Denver
This is your
airport.
subject.
I forgot how it goes.
What do you mean you forgot?
It's a creepy airport that was built in an area. What was it? It was built in an area that like didn't need to be built at all or some shit like that, right? I forgot, bro. It was
Look
really
it up
close
and
to
read about
another
it.
airport.
Just look it up and read about it real quick.
I just know that like it being built was completely unnecessary and it like it didn't need to be made at all.
Was it a functioning airport?
The other
Yeah,
one?
like it's a functional airport. Like
Yeah.
even nowadays, I think still.
And it's near to another one that is completely fine, and the people that made it, nobody knows who made it, because there's like a horse that has like red eyes outside, like in front of it.
Let me
And
just
it's creepy as fuck.
let me just.
I don't
see
have
what-
service, bro.
There's a Wi-Fi.
Out of
So
the middle of nowhere.
Look, what do I just look up?
We're
Denver
bringing up shit they
Denver-
don't know
Denver,
have
Colorado.
fucking nothing about.
Colorado.
While they're looking at
Airport.
Jake, there's a cool thing with this little mixture that we're using nowadays.
What did I type in?
where
Haunted or
I
something?
can shift the voice.
No,
You can shift the
Conspiracy.
voice,
Yeah, like remember when
like pitch shifting wise.
yeah, remember like when in
It's my breath.
You smell like
what
beer.
was it, in Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, when Peter went like into his interrogation mode and they changed his voice like that.
Yeah.
First
I
one?
could do that.
Really?
Yeah, it's the coolest fucking thing.
That's funny.
I'm probably gonna do it right now, maybe.
This is a video
Find
though.
it.
We don't need a video.
Find it.
I'm working on it. Is that the
Find it.
horse?
sorry. Yeah, that's a cool horse.
Welcome to Urban Legends. The collect blah blah blah. Let's see. I'm trying to see something that's like worth reading out.
Does it
Blah,
get to the
blah,
point
blah.
where it describes the weird things that are in there, like the painting and the horse and all that?
The Freemasons. There's something. Freemason symbol.
Nobody knows who they are, dog.
This is the same. It's the same symbol from Eagle Lake. Yes, the one that we were just talking about.
Renowned Freemasonry symbol.
I'm scared. So it begins my dive into the blah blah blah. Airport conspiracy theories, a quest that will blah blah blah. It's not worth reading into. I need you to like sum it up, Omar.
I tried. And I don't fucking remember either. I just know it was interesting. I know like those are the people that made it, but nobody knows who the fuck they are.
The Freemasons
They don't
apparently
exist.
made this airport.
What's the name of the place?
Airport.
Airport. Colorado?
Damn it. Damn it, they all just call it the Denver airport.
Well, it's a fucking Denver airport. Go fucking Google it. Basically,
that, like, yeah,
all you
that's
need to know,
what it's
like,
called.
Take it away, Jake.
Major League Summer. Bottom line summary
Serious?
is that it's an airport in Colorado that has a lot of statues. It has murals in it that all depict a lot of occult and Freemason imagery. They have, like Omar said, the big horse outside with fucking red eyes in it. There's a big mural on the wall that has all kinds of
yeah, I found
Freemason
it.
type imagery in it. There's a lot of Freemason symbols all over the place in the airport.
I found a lot, pretty much everything that's covered.
Is,
Oh, yeah, there
Is
you
it
go.
like a little reading passage?
Yeah.
Let me give it to me. Let me read it.
Why do you want to read it?
Ooh,
Let me read it.
Do a cool voice.
Here, come get it. I don't want
Throw
you to.
Throw it to me.
Yeah.
Throw it.
Ah!
Oh my god!
Fuck my phone.
His face.
Man, I wish it would have broke. Jake could have bought me a new one.
Oh, get
I didn't
off.
have bought you a fucking thing. Who do you think I am?
If it broke, I bet you would have offered.
No.
Yes.
I'd have been like, oh, my bad.
He needs to unlock it.
Technical difficulties.
Throw it. Oh my god. All right, this time, Jake, throw it against the wall. Damn it.
Locks it again.
I want a new phone.
I wouldn't buy you a new phone if I broke it, Joe.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
It wouldn't break from a fall like that. It has Gorilla Glass, isn't it?
Gorilla.
No, it has invisible shield.
Oh. Invisible shield.
Jesse, hurry up. We're stalling.
That's part of the history of it. Do you want to read it or not? Fuck.
Hello?
Dumbass
Don't the
bitch.
paintings have like something to do?
Hello?
Hello? Titled In Peace and Harmony with Nature. This mural by Leo Tanguma has resulted in raised eyebrows over the years, leaving many travelers wondering why such a graphic work hangs in the hallway next to baggage claim. Some onlookers have left offended, while other people have claimed that the painting is at the center of a conspiracy theory that revolves around Denver International Airport and the Illuminati. Let's take a look at why the painting exists and try to interpret its meaning. While the mural might seem random, a more in-depth look points to that being far.
Jesse, you show the mural here if you're gonna like show it. That way you know. You read it in a stupid voice, didn't you? He edited his voice and read it in that.
Oh no.
That's why he wanted to read it.
Did you see him? You saw him click the button on his mixer over there. There's some kind of crazy voice he just did.
yeah, I don't even know what it sounds like.
I know, you know. The
I know what it
baggage
is.
claim mural is actually one of 4 by the same artist at the Denver International
I
Airport.
already read it. It's been read.
Blah blah blah.
Anyway,
Kids take over the world.
A dead tortoise, the rib cage of a large animal, 2
There's-
bodies in caskets.
There's one where like the
there's a lot of
bird-
weird ass shit in there.
There's 4 different murals, right?
Yeah, something like that. There's several different ones in there, and there's like statues of weird ass shit.
gargoyles and shit.
It's like a sort of.
Go back.
It goes in order, like the first to fourth,
This one's really
kind
cool.
of talk
'cause
about
one
like
has to
the
do
end
with,
of the
like,
world with the coming together,
they're, like, the
Right,
Holocaust
right,
and
right.
like an
and shit
apocalyptic
that.
type
Let me
of
read this
mural.
shit.
Really
They-
weird shit.
Don't they mostly all have to do with like the perfect white man being like the ruler or whatever or some shit like that.
And dude, this shit is
It's all-
weird.
Like the main
Yeah,
focus
it's
is
really
always like
weird,
a
right?
white kid with blue eyes and like blonde hair.
God.
That's like, wasn't that Hitler's perfect child or something? Perfect idea of a human?
An Aryan or something, right?
Yeah, the Aryan race.
Yo, there's
Where's that bird that's supposedly the devil?
a lot
I
going
also
on
read
in here.
when I was like first found that and I was like reading about it, and I read a few different conspiracies that say that airport's built on top of a secret military base akin to Area 51,
Shit.
and that's why it was kind of like built for no reason. Is because they built it on top of one of those secret underground bases.
That way, what, no one would ever like kind of.
Yeah, that's why it's like a big public center sitting on top of like aliens.
Which is kind of like the perfect place to hide
Yeah, pretty
something
much.
like
That's
that.
pretty much something.
Look, that bird represents the devil. I heard.
What a crow.
Dude, this is fucking weird. I never knew about this.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a really weird place, and that's public. You can go and visit it, I think, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
just
you
walk
just go
in.
and I think you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
get
normal
fucking-
airport. You
Get
can
a
just walk
ticket,
in and walk around.
leave.
I don't understand any of this. Like, why was it put there?
Exactly.
Why did they put
It's-
the murals
it's
there?
really strange.
That is definitely something to look into. Let's go to Denver.
Carlotto.
Plane,
We were,
yeah.
like, there.
Plane tickets don't cost that much.
You know, oh, that's fuck. We were like there. We were like over there, like in that area.
When?
When?
Like, oh, this is in Colorado, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
Colorado.
right.
What are
No,
you thinking
That was
of?
in Denver, Texas.
What?
Oh.
You mean Denton?
Oh yeah.
It's called Denton.
Are you
Look at
stupid?
me. Look at me.
Are you dumb?
Denton is
You
alright.
mean like Denton, like Dallas area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
You stupid ass. That's like states away.
God, Jesse.
It's like 3 states away.
Something like that.
Okay. But while we're on, like, there's even a fuck. I saw something about the. Was it the Mason? What?
Mason what?
The Mason
Mason.
Masonic Cemetery in Eagle Lake.
Nah.
While we're like right here. What's up with that?
I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I don't really know anything about like masonry and all that kind of shit.
I don't know anything. The thing is, it's in Eagle Lake of all places.
Yeah.
There's one in most major towns.
Why? What? Explain.
What do you mean? It's like the Masons like built their own cemetery for their people.
So
People
what?
that are a member of Freemasonry.
So the only people buried in that cemetery are those in
The
the.
Masons.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a decent sized cemetery. There's a lot of
There's-
people there.
There's a lot of Masons in the world. It's not that hard to get into it.
Well, recap. What is masonry?
Well, Freemasonry, as I understand it, it's a brotherhood of people. It's like a society, not a secret society. It's well known. It's been around for decades, if not hundreds and hundreds of years. I think I may be wrong. People can correct me on this. It's been around since like the 1500s.
Holy shit.
No.
That is a long
if not
time.
earlier than that. I've read some conspiracies that say it goes back before that, for like the 1200s. But as far as I know, it's at least like 1500s, somewhere around there. But yeah, Masons, it's like a brotherhood of people, and it's just basically like your regular hard-working man that contributes to society. That's basically what it's about.
So the typical man.
Pretty
like,
much.
Okay.
But like the few prerequisites that I know of to get into it is like you have to have, you have a full-time job, you contribute to society, like you give back to the community, you do things for the community. You have like a monotheistic view, like you believe in a god, like you believe in one god. And there's like little things like that to get become a Mason. And then Freemasonry has 13 levels to it where you climb up the ladder. They have like lodge meetings and secret handshakes and shit like that.
To me.
And then conspiracy wise, people think that like once you reach like higher levels of masonry is when you enter like Illuminati status.
Okay. I see.
Like 13th level Masons rule the world pretty much is like.
Didn't they? No, I've heard for some strange reason he goes like level 33 or something. Like level 30. 30.
I've read things where it's more than one.
Pinche
There's 13, there's 33, there's.
Weird shit like that.
You ever seen the back of a $20 bill, man?
Not recently.
You ever seen the back of a $20 bill
I don't really.
on weed? This man hiding in the bushes, man. I don't know what he's doing there. Red team, go! Red team, go!
What's happening?
I hate that y'all haven't seen that movie.
He got,
hit.
dude, he got fucking.
What are
What are y'all
fucking
doing?
There's a fucking bee in here.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. It's gonna hurt us.
It's just vibrant.
He keeps getting hit by the fan like a dumbass. Watch him go up there again.
I'm just vibing.
Kill him.
He
He's
needs
on
to
there.
sit down.
Oh. You're hit again, dude. He's just gonna. Okay, I'm gonna try to ignore that. I think he got bodied for the last time. I don't see. Oh,
Back again.
fuck. Do you not learn your fucking lesson, you stupid ass bee? Okay, so after Jake what the fuck? After Jake explained what like Freemason kind of means, I guess I feel like Eagle Lake people might maybe use it, or just anyone in general, as a looser term. Because, you know, most guys do work 40-hour jobs, do have religious views, all of that stuff.
But
so,
I mean, those are like, you still have to like enter the society.
so you think these people actually were in it, and this town didn't just view them as like a part of it?
No, yeah, like you actually have to be in it.
So
Like you have to, you get like you become a certified member.
that's a lot of people in that cemetery.
But I mean, it's like a widespread thing. It's not. There's a lot of people that are Masons.
So what that tells me is we should go to visit the cemetery and see if they're all males.
So it ain't no shit.
Well, I mean, I'm sure if you're like a guy that's in it, you can have your family buried there.
You think?
I'm sure. I mean, I don't know for sure.
Kind of defeats the purpose of Freemason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw some kitty like.
It's just a fucking cemetery, like.
But it's
who
named
gives
after a
shit?
fucking society. That's like a whole nother
It's a
thing.
it's a worldwide society. Like, it's not just in the next 5
Okay,
towns.
So then it's not even an important thing.
I'm just
So-
saying, I
No,
don't
no.
think it's as big of a deal as
I'll
you're
go
thinking it
I'll go
is.
fuck myself. It's alright.
Secret society.
It happens. Damn it. Oh, the dark web. That's what we're
Mamma
gonna get
mia,
into.
secret society.
Motherfucker.
Well, all right, we'll do
fucking
the,
bee.
we'll go into the
Success.
we'll go into the dark, deep,
Is he right there?
disgusting black web, and
Kill him. Psych, don't do that.
we'll
The
head out
world
with
needs
that.
him.
Well, what?
We'll head out with that.
Lame. Didn't even get to get everything.
Shut up.
Takashi.
Shut up.
Nobody's gonna talk about Takashi.
I'm not talking about that.
Fuck Takashi. Hope he.
Okay. But yeah. Stupid. Yeah. What are you doing, bro?
See if I can catch this bee in this bottle, so I can take him outside.
He's not gonna. Just let us kill him, Jake. Just let us
It's
kill him.
illegal. Ah!
Smash him.
He's spazzing out.
Smash him, bro. Just like kill him. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
Sure.
Do you not remember
Sure.
when he was talking about how he doesn't even like to kill bees? Oh, he was talking about that on the podcast with Mr. Rob Zip, right? You were like,
it, dude.
wow.
He fucking caught it.
He's gonna come out drunk as fuck.
Did it.
All right, he'll be all right till we get done with this.
All right.
Be
Red,
alright.
red rooms.
Room reds.
Torture rooms.
What?
Red rooms. You
What
know
do
what
you
red
mean?
room is?
Like dark web wise?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone here
That's what Josh
actually?
wants to talk about.
Well, because it's this very scary concept.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Has anyone actually visited the dark web here?
No.
Yeah.
You have?
Mhm.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Holy shit. I don't want to be friends anymore. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Police.
It's not. Okay, here's okay. You know what the
It's not
dark
just
web
ugly
is?
shit, right?
What?
Do you know what the dark web is?
Very scary.
No, it's just the
Yes.
internet.
It
I mean, the
is.
dark web is just the internet that.
That's unrestricted
It's-
internet.
Yeah, it's what Google doesn't let you look at.
Fuck. I guess like it's banned for most search engines, so it's kind of
Your major search engines, like you have like a Tor browser,
so you just gotta download another browser and just look stuff up.
an unrestricted browser, yeah. And it's your normal internet, but it also has everything on there that Google and Bing and all that doesn't let you look at.
Okay, I see what you mean. So it's like normal stuff as well as like very
Yeah.
graphic stuff.
Yeah.
That's still
Like
scary.
literally anything.
Everything.
So you can just look up some very violent thing and it'll pop up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So that's what the dark web
I mean, the
is.
dark web has your typical shit like YouTube and fucking whatever you want to look at, like torrented videos and anything, whatever fandom you want to look at. But it also has like fucking child porn and murder videos and shit like that.
Bro,
It's the real internet. It's basically what the dark web is. The real internet.
I'm
That's all it
cool.
is.
Did you see anything graphic while you were on there?
No, it takes like 30 fucking minutes to load a page.
Really?
Yeah, it takes a while because it's got to go through so many. It's got to.
It splits through so many different servers.
So you didn't see anything really?
Hardly no. It was pretty lackluster. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get to see some weird shit or whatever, buy some drugs or whatever. No, most of my time was spent looking at a white screen
Well,
as
that's
it was trying to load the next page.
well. People that
Sounds
don't,
fun.
people that don't have shit internet got.
No, it's not even about shit internet.
It's
Yeah,
just about
that's
going
just
through
how it
barriers.
is.
Yeah,
You got to jump through the hoops pretty much.
because like it's look okay. Here's the difference. I think there's, I don't know how true like this statistic is, but imagine it's something like the internet that we use, right? It's called like Surface. Oh my gosh. Like
Way
like
too
the
far
like
down.
the Surface web, right?
Yeah.
And that only that only gives you like maybe 5-7% of the total internet.
Damn. Really?
And the rest is like
I don't know if it's that low of a number. I
But
find that
it's-
hard to believe.
it's like it's a lot. I
Probably like
those numbers
30%.
pulled out my ass. But here's the thing, it's like a
How do you get around like the loading shit? Is there any way? You just deal
wait,
with it?
Yeah.
Really?
If you're that committed
'Cause I
to
feel
the
like I've
dark
seen
web.
I don't know. Maybe I don't remember.
Well, there's
shit,
people
right?
out here with really fast internet. Unless you, like you said, it's not even
'Cause
about
people
that.
go on there all the time and they're on that shit.
Yeah.
There's a guy on YouTube who literally focuses his channel on like looking at like pages and shit.
Mhm.
He's a fucking weirdo.
So
That
that's
shit's scary, bro. Like
But yeah, like
I
I
could
mean,
never-
you can go and buy like fucking guns, drugs,
People.
people.
literally.
bet on people.
Or like Jake said, you can go and watch YouTube on that shit or fucking I don't know,
God.
eBay.
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
it's
For
the
people.
normal things and the dark things.
So
That's
it's
still-
whatever you want to go and like look into.
Somewhere out there in this world right now, someone's in a red room watching
Yeah.
someone else be tortured.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That doesn't phase y'all.
What can we do though? If it does or doesn't. You know?
Let's become the heroes of the dark web and just save all these people.
So like
Viewers.
even like whenever like the FBI cracks it and takes that page down and stuff,
yeah.
whatever, it just comes right back up because it's just so hard to get around.
Because they jump through so many hoops in the dark web to begin with to avoid that
Yeah.
shit.
And then plus like these locations that this stuff is happening at are like totally undisclosed. We don't know where this is happening from. So it's like you can't even go save them. Like once it's happening, it's
But there's still-
unfortunately, it's just happening.
There's still danger in like actually being on the dark web, isn't there?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, depends on what you're doing on it.
What
Yeah.
if someone's just looking at like the most graphic, violent, brutal shit there is? Like,
If
what's the
you're-
danger in doing that?
If you're just looking at it, not really.
Well, then where does
But
the
I mean,
danger
the
begin?
danger in it is if you're one of those people that are paying people to do things. Like
Is it?
if
I'm-
you're buying drugs or you're buying guns or you're paying somebody to kill somebody,
Like
like
cuffed.
Oh yeah,
Are-
you can also do you can hire hitmen.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in the danger of someone like where something like might actually happen to you, we're disregarding
Agent
like
47.
the law.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like if you're buying drugs on it, if you're buying guns, if you're looking at child porn or fucking hiring someone to kill somebody or like anything like that, like if you're doing something that is soliciting a crime, then you can get backtracked for that and get.
No, but like I said, not
Well,
even.
also, it's coming in contact with another person on the deep web.
Mhm.
Soliciting a service, coming into contact with somebody that can open up doors and such.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily just browsing.
Like if you're just looking at it, you can't get in trouble for that.
Not even that, but
Or
I
even
just.
like what he's talking about is like getting tracked and like having someone like take your IP, come fucking steal you or some shit, whatever.
Oh, you mean like just somebody just finding you?
Yes.
Like
Some-
just a
some-
random motherfucker
some-
coming
some
and finding
creep-
you?
some creepy
that can
boss
happen.
shit.
That can happen any day of the week, just off your normal IP address.
Yeah, but like I feel like it's especially more dangerous if you're on the dark web, because that's where all the sickos and like bitches are,
I
It's
mean,
also less
there's
secure on there too, no?
isn't
more or
it?
less, but like I mean, you got your everyday sickos on just everything.
Yeah,
There
but
was a dude. Oh my god, I can't now that I'm like thinking of it, I can't remember. But there was a dude who tracked somebody off of like a public thing and then just went to his house and
and
fucked
did
with
what?
him.
fucked with him.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that off like online
You
video
had to
games.
specify.
Fucked with him.
You can do that off like Xbox Online. You can
Yeah.
find someone's IP address and find out where they live, who they
I
are.
think that's what it was. Shit, I can't remember. Fuck.
Just read him a shit.
I mean, it could happen any day of the week to anybody.
Well, that's fucking scary.
Yeah, that's the fucked up world we live in, Josh. Welcome to reality.
How do you
That's-
think?
that's
Jesse
why-
doesn't see it that way.
That's right. I don't.
he, he doesn't know anymore.
He said
But-
that's right.
Like, but these people, how do you think they get these people that they torture and shit? Like, do you think they just pick them up randomly off the fucking street?
Probably.
Well,
yeah.
it's probably somebody that like a lot of those people, they've done it more than once, you know, and so they pick somebody that they think is vulnerable. They learn where they're gonna be at, like they follow them, and so they know where they're gonna be at certain times of the day, and they know that certain time of the day there's not gonna be too many people around. They can just pull up in a van and grab them off the street, and no one's really gonna notice.
Like us. I mean, we used to walk fucking around Eagle Lake at 12 in the fucking morning.
Exactly.
We could have got destroyed.
Oh my god, we're lucky we didn't live in a big ass city.
Honestly.
Just got picked up.
Except for
Nope.
that
Just,
one
I
time at
mean,
the park.
it happens every day, dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That is terrifying. That like scares me so much just to know that that's a possibility. Like just someone could randomly just be walking across the street one day.
This bee is dead.
Oh.
It's not moving anymore.
Maybe he's just sipping. He's just sipping, bro.
Homie's just drunk. Drunk off his ass.
Is he still in there? He's still alive.
Ah, yeah, my boy.
He's just wet.
bro, lit.
Homie's just fucking wasted.
I think he's just wet.
Put him back in, bro. Don't just leave him out.
He can't fly. His wings are wet.
He's
so wet right now.
Wait, fucking
I'm just chilling.
Oh my, Mr. B.
One day you could just be walking along the street thinking you're gonna have a tomorrow.
Somebody
And
could be
that's-
outside right now, watching us,
Yeah.
firing up the house.
Yeah.
Oh my
Grilling
fucking god.
Getting ready to cut the power line.
And that's it. We're gone.
They're getting ready to flip the house over.
I'm so scared. That's such a scary possibility
Yeah, isn't it?
to actually like be tortured. I wouldn't be able to do it, like at all. Some people
Tickle you.
tickle me. I'd probably die too. Is there like? I wonder if there's actually a bad repercussion to being tickled, like that much.
What do you mean?
Like you know
Poke
how
yourself.
whenever you're being tickled, you just like, you just don't like, you don't like it. So what if you're like bound down and just tickled?
He's on the run.
You might
Stop
just,
him.
you might just piss yourself or shit yourself. That's probably about it.
You think you could die from like asphyxiation?
Well, I mean,
Those-
if it's to the point where like you're being tickled so much you can't breathe.
I guess so.
His little stinger.
That is a form of torture, or it was back then anyway. But
I
like,
mean, there's people that do that for like a sexual thrill.
That's true. That's weird.
there's some people that just straight up don't enjoy it too.
It's so ugly how like his little butt it goes like this whenever he's like laying down.
He's ugly, bro. But
Just a little bumblebee.
Look at him.
like, what happens to the human mind? I just don't know when you're being tortured. It's so scary to think about. That's like one of my worst fears is just being tortured and not being able to get out of it.
Probably not gonna happen to you.
Well,
Sorry, dog.
I mean, obviously it probably
That's
won't,
just
but
what
there's
you-
always a slim chance. Everyone thinks it probably won't happen to them, and then the people
I
that
mean, well then once you start fixating on the slim chances, well, then now you're just gonna ruin your own life.
I'm scared.
Fixating on something that has such a small percentage of happening. Like if like take the lottery example. You know, take that for example. That's such a slim chance of it happening to you. But if you're to go and like fixate, and you start buying tickets and shit, and forever and ever, and just start gambling your life away, well, there you go.
Yeah.
What are you comparing that to?
Him fixating on being like getting tortured.
But-
like getting
But the
picked
chances
up.
of that happening are really high, though. No.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they're higher than the lottery.
But I'm saying like fixating on like this. small
Yeah,
percentage.
I see what you're like talking about, but still, it's still a really scary thought.
That's a scary thought for sure. Yeah.
It's not scary at all.
You're just going through pain and you can't stop it.
Hey man, calm down. Calm down, man.
That's terrifying. I'm scared.
He's back in the hole.
Back in the hole.
I just wanted to make sure the bee was fine. That's why I brought him back out. And he started flapping his wings again, so I figured I'd put him back in.
You're not gonna
It's okay, bro. He's safe and sound now.
Hole.
I'll put him outside when this is done.
Oh my god. How much time we got left, Jesse?
That's probably about it right there, huh?
Just about, yeah.
All right.
You got another 3 minutes where y'all can fuck around. 2 minutes, y'all can fuck around.
Just going.
Anything anybody else wants to say?
And with that,
I'm
Omar,
done.
shout out your streaming shit again.
Josh, in my recent video, go to youtube.com/Omezebub99. I hope you enjoy the videos, and thank you.
Yeah.
Go check my boy out on his streaming shit. He's out there doing the damn thing.
On my streaming
If you're-
shit.
Go, like, do you have, like, do you just stream or do you upload, like, also videos?
I upload videos too, but right
not,
now,
Not as much as streaming.
yeah, I've been lacking recently because I've been having issues with my setup. But you will see more streams right now.
Nice. Well, if you're from the Scrapcast and you go tell my boy, you go hop on his videos, drop a comment, tell him that you're from the Scrap Pile, from the Scrapcast. That's where you found him. We'll give our boys some love.
We made you.
Thank you so much for everything.
You succeed. It's because of us.
You don't have to. You don't have to do any of that. It doesn't really matter. But thank you. Thank you if you do.
Do it.
You play Warzone. You play
Do
anything
it.
else?
Resident Evil.
Do it.
Resident Evil.
Doom.
Do it.
Oh, you do. Oh, but you're doing
The old one.
right.
Yeah.
Like
Do
this
it.
old one or like the
Nah, the one from 2016. 16. Yeah, that one.
nice.
And some Yakuza.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I've been seeing you talk about those a little bit.
Yakuza is a very good game.
Do it.
The series.
Josh, you got anything to say? You got anything to plug?
Follow Josh on Instagram.
I literally am only in Scrap Pile.
Yeah, I know. You ain't doing shit. Jake,
Me-
you got anything to plug?
Yeah,
Okay,
of
fuck
course
me.
I do. Just want to let you guys know that everything you do in your entire life, everything you've ever led up to, all your hopes and dreams and everything you've built
know
towards
the
this
speech.
ultimate goal. Really happy for you, and I hope you keep everything going. And
Wait.
good luck to you.
No, you
Good luck
you
to
don't
you.
do that.
Good luck to you.
Life is pointless.
Nah.
You're pointless. Don't do it.
Look, Josh said it for me. There it is.
Everyone.
There it is, right there.
We love you.
Wait. Before
You're
we
all
go.
doing great. I love you all.
Fuck everybody.
Fuck everybody.
Fuck you.
Me and Jesse
Oh,
are
fuck you
doing.
too.
Me and Jesse are
Fuck
doing
you.
a playthrough, a
Fuck
Pokemon
you.
Platinum.
And you.
Pokemon Platinum. Watch it. We
Fuck.
just started.
Pokemon Platinum.
You.
Nuzlocke.
Fuck you.
Nuzlocke challenge.
We've started the recording. It's gonna get uploaded soon. We'll know if before this one. Who knows?
Thank you. Thank you
Fuck
for
everything.
Suck my butt.
Life is meaningless. Kill your local
Eat my
crackhead.
shorts.
Kill your local crackhead. Jesus Christ.
All right, we're out.